Still stirring from the songs on the mixtape. Not you right here, look this way. Focus so the picture clear, Betty. Hoping that I disappear, but I won't, cause I can't to the bank and the pot is clear. Thank God there's Shaka here. What you think? Don't care. Know that I'm there. Yeah, ranked as a top of there. My nigga, do you really wanna see me close? Fake ass rappers like CB4. No, we don't really wanna see Key though. Just the little nigga wanna see me coast. Right pad, cause I kick ass. Come there fast, be there in a little bit. Nuts got big, transform quick. Now I'm finna spit, then I'm back to a little bitch. Fuck with me, you got your lead. This rare breed, best of the best. East to the west, south to the rest. You can invest, just step to the leg. That's your heat, there's no thunder. I don't give a damn what you did last summer. Stunners run up, get done up to sun up. Spinning little niggas like DJ Drum.
I'm relaxing in my sandals straight. I'm while the candles lit. No, you can't handle it. True. And no, I'm not impressed. I feel like I'm the best. And yes, I'm talking to you.
Yo. Yeah, we definitely gonna cook tonight.
You fellas up under me. It's finna get ugly. Knowing you can't fuck with me. Gotta do what I gotta do. Verbal bullets, I pop a few. You offended, I'm talking to.
Shamar, what it do, fam? What's good with you?
Going clap when I rap, I'm a clap in the beatbox. Other fellas like a weak block.
What's happening? Yeah, we definitely got a lot to cook on. Get some people in here. Smash the like button for the few that is in here right now. Smash on the like button. Let me know y'all in the building. Jump in the comments. Yeah, like I said, come through, jump in. We definitely finna cook. We definitely gonna cook, man. And we got Tyson Fury screaming robbery. We definitely got to cook on that Tyson Fury Usyk fight. Mike C, what's happening with it? Marlon 2631, what it do? Yeah. We definitely finna cook up in this mug tonight. Yeah. I decided to pop up, come in, pop up, do it live. Shamar, man, how everything been, fam? You gonna have to holler at me, man. Hit my line. Yeah. But like I said, come in. We definitely finna cook. What it do? Sports predictions 101. What's happening with it? Salute. We getting some news too, man. I just heard Teofimo Lopez and Matias, Subriel Matias, man. They talking about that they trying to finalize a fight. Yeah, for the spring. Now, it'd be hard for me to believe anything that go on with Teofimo lately, but man, that's a hell of a fight if it go down. It's a hell of a fight. And it's a hell of a fight. Bruce Gas, what's happening with it? OG in the building, a real boxing historian of the game. There you go. Money Brown. Big money. What's happening with it?
King, what's going down, bro?
Oh man, chilling. I see you I see you on that jet again. You on that you on that American Airlines plane again.
No, I just came in. I had to redo all this shit coming back to StreamYard. It's out. Hold on, let me bag out.
Nah. It's just the fan. We can your fan in that background. You know what you need to get?
What's that, bro?
One of them. I'll show you too when we went off of here. It's like a little it's a little Bluetooth microphone you could get, right? And you could pin that joint on your shirt. But what it do is it block out all the background noise.
Hold on, let me see something. I got an earbud. Let me see if this works. Hold on. Let's see if I connect this.
But yeah, man. like I said, we just getting started. For the ones that's coming in, smash the like button, and we definitely got a lot to cook on. Definitely got a lot to cook on, man. That fight this weekend, right? Let's just start off. Let's cook on that fight this weekend to start off, man. Um,
Keith, do you still hear Keith?
yeah, we can hear, but it ain't like super bad.
I just mute towards my time.
Yeah, it ain't super bad, man. But that fight this weekend, man, money. I know you checked it out. You know, I picked Tyson Fury to win. You know, after watching the first fight, I had to make my decision after I went back and watched the first fight again. And I saw, man, in that first fight, man, Fury pretty much outboxed Usyk. You know what I'm saying? He hurt Usyk a couple times in that first fight, and he pretty much controlled the first fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though Fury got hurt late and the fight should have been stopped in the first fight, I still think that Fury, you know what I'm saying, he could have did enough to pull out that first fight. So, you know, I went with Fury for the second fight. I'm like, man, I'm going to go with Fury because I thought that he was going to impose his will on Usyk. I thought he was going to use his size, use all of the dirty tactics that he usually do, like when he pretty much what he did against Wilder. You know, Usyk is a small heavyweight, so I thought he was gonna press him. You know, put his weight on him, put his forearm on him. You know, hit him behind. You know all the stuff that Fury do when he want to try to bully you. I thought he was gonna use the bully tactics, and he didn't do that. He ain't do that. Like, to me, in my opinion, Fury didn't look the same, man. He kind of looked like a washed up version of himself. We know he came in big as hell, right? And he just, man, he wasn't, he was slow, kind of like he didn't have like the gas tank that he usually have. The energy wasn't there. It just didn't look like the same Fury. He wasn't doing like all of the, you know, when Fury kind of in his bag, he acting a fool, he clowning around in the ring. He wasn't doing none of that. It was kind of like a whole different personality, whole different fighter, man. And he was trying to control Usyk from the outside, and Usyk continued to put pressure on him, right? I could tell, like, as the fight went on, Fury looked like he was getting tired. And one thing I noticed throughout that fight, man, is Usyk had Fury looking all messed up with his feet. Tyson Fury feet was looking sloppy. He just looked sloppy to me in that fight, man. Usyk clearly won the fight. Without a shadow of a doubt. And like I said, I picked Tyson Fury to win the fight, but he didn't win that fight. So, and it's funny because the UK commentary, right? Because, yeah, the fight was over there in Saudi, but they had UK commentary, right? And the commentary was trying to make it seem like that the fight was so close that it was razor close throughout the whole fight. So I was afraid that they was going, you know, pull some bullshit, right? And you know, once they read the scorecards and all three judges had the same scorecard, I knew that Usyk, I was like, oh yeah, they gave it to Usyk. They ain't trying no bullshit. They gave it to Usyk because usually when you know that they're going to try to rob a fighter, they'll wait a long time to announce the score. And then it'll be like one judge have it, you know, why the next judge have it a draw, and then the next judge have it some other shit. But we didn't get that. The judges got it right. I think that all three judges had it 8-4 for Usyk, and I had pretty much the same score. Even though I thought Tyson Fury was going to win, I picked Tyson Fury to win. He didn't win that fight. So the judges, they got it right, and the fight wasn't that close. I believe that the first fight was real close. This fight wasn't that close. Usyk did his thing, and I think that Usyk's constant pressure and constant, you know, footwork and angles that he was using and his activeness, it was just wearing Tyson Fury down, and he really couldn't, you know what I'm saying, that mental pressure also. He couldn't keep up, and Tyson Fury, he was getting slower and slower as the rounds went on. He was getting more sloppy, and yeah, he didn't win that fight. He didn't put on the performance that I thought he should have put on. A couple rounds, he started to use his weight, like probably like he did it like 1 or 2 rounds, and then he got away from it. You know what I'm saying? Like the game plan that I feel that would have worked for him is to bully Usyk, push him back, put your weight on him, put your forearm on the back of his neck, do all of that, but he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He tried to fight Usyk like he tried to fight Deontay Wilder the first fight, right? And he's just not the same Tyson Fury. He gained too much weight. He's slow, and he been in too many wars. And so, yeah. Man, what you think about that fight, Money? How'd you see that fight?
Kind of like you, but I picked Usyk to win that fight. But like you were saying, bro, the first fight, I thought Fury was, controlling the entire fight until he got too cocky and too, what I'm saying, he got hit with the shot, and then Usyk started, imposing his will. But I thought at the end of the first fight, I thought Usyk figured him out good, and I thought Usyk would, do the same thing in this fight. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought Fury, would have had a better game plan. I thought Fury was doing all right to me. I ain't gonna say he was doing bad because he did win a few rounds in that fight. And I thought like I gotta rewatch it though, but I kind of felt like the 11th and the 12th is what won it for Usyk to me. Like you say, 8-4 ain't bad because it was, a round where you could have said, okay, I get this to Usyk, or I give it to Fury. So 8-4 ain't bad. I had a 7-5 myself, you know what I'm saying? But 8-4 ain't bad. But I just felt like you say, Key, I felt like first of all the weight played a big factor to me. Like Tyson Fury, he tried to come in the best shape of his life. I missed 3 months away from my misses, this, that, and third. I thought he would have been a little meaner. Like you said, Key, I thought he would have been a little meaner. Like, okay, this fight I ain't gonna play with your ass. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna make you fight a rough and tough fight. I knew he wasn't gonna be able to grab and lean on him. You know what I'm saying? I knew Usyk, his footwork was too good for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't the Wilder type. Like Wilder looking for the one punch, so he gonna stand there and just, let you hold him down till he try to catch you with it. But I knew Usyk wasn't gonna let that shit happen. Like I knew he's gonna find ways to get up out of that and swing around and get back to the middle of the ring and make his ass box. So I thought Fury would have been a little meaner, you know what I mean? Going in there, because I ain't gonna say, this could be like a last hurrah for Fury, but it's mental, bro. When he lose, you can tell he don't take losing well. You know what I'm saying? Even after he lost the first fight, we seen him in the bar getting drunk and things of that nature. So it was playing heavy on his mental. Salute to him for going back for the rematch. I salute him like that. But mentally, bro, I don't think he was in the right place mentally getting prepared for this fight. You know what I mean? I think he tried to force the game plan instead of, getting the right game plan, in my opinion. So, I thought Usyk won it. Usyk is Usyk, bro. Salute to him, bro. One of the baddest to ever touch the boxing ring, bro. Like I'm just gonna call it for what it is. He's a bad boy, man. Usyk is a bad boy, bro. His mentality, first of all, his mentality to where you can't mentally frustrate him. Like you're not gonna scare him. All that talking and shit Tyson Fury was doing, that didn't get to him. You know what I mean? And he got in there, he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hell of a fight. Coming for Usyk, like I say, Fury, his style, he should have went in there and try to rough him up, bro. Make it a physical fight and try to get Usyk out of the game plan of moving, which I don't think you would have been able to do that no way, just in my opinion. But try to go in there and rough him up and you know what I'm saying, keep frustrating him a little bit. That way you can get into his head, try to get into his head. But he tried to go out there and box a prayer. Because Fury is a hell of a boxer, I give him that. But like you say, keep getting up there in age and shit like that. It ain't gonna work all the time. You're going up against another masterful boxer like Usyk, who was more elusive. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was more smarter and who had the better footwork. So it was a cool scrap. It wasn't, like I said, I'm not gonna down Fury like he did a horrible job, but I thought he could have went in there and tried to frustrate Usyk a little bit and even try to. I ain't gonna say you should, but even try to get in there and put a little dirtiness on him. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't fight a fighter like Usyk and Lomachenko a little bit dirty, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. If you ain't got that power to knock somebody smooth fuck out, you got to try to get them out their game plan, bro. Because once they get into a rhythm and they figure you out, it's over for you. So, it's a hell of a fight. And I give it to Usyk, bro. Like you say, he won that fight without a doubt. You know me, I don't listen to commentating, so I don't know what the hell them UK people were saying, but yeah.
You know how they do, man.
Yeah. But just, looking at it, I salute Usyk, bro. And it's gonna be tough to beat him. It's gonna be tough to beat him. He gonna have to slow down, or it's gonna have to be somebody that got some real pop. You know what I'm saying? Like that boy, what's his name, Key?
The boy,
the Jewish Foreman.
Martin McCauley.
Yeah, McCauley's gonna take somebody like a McCauley, you know what I'm saying, who can really punch, that can discourage him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because Fury, like he threw a few uppercuts that I like, bro, but it didn't have nothing on it. Like it was the right punch.
He was sidearming punches and shit.
Yeah, bro.
You know how niggas sidearm, like he was sidearm. Like to me, if you go watch the fight, because I noticed it, and I was telling Gina, and she was even noticing it, that his footwork was not like it. Usyk's footwork was making Tyson Fury look sloppy, because if you go back and you notice, Tyson Fury was out of position, he was just all jacked up, and it was due to Usyk's footwork. His footwork was just too good, and Tyson Fury was finding himself out of position a lot of times, squared up. Feet was crossing, and he was just. I was paying attention to all of that, and that's something I wasn't used to seeing from Tyson Fury.
Because he's in there with a better, you know what I'm saying, a more better person. It's all about them angles, bro.
Yeah.
One thing about them damn Ukrainians like him, even my dude Gosa, before he took his loss. They had them angles, bro. That's one thing about them. They had angles. Alexander Gosa, who lost.
Volsnik, Volsnik, man, that dude was he was a bad. People don't understand, man, who David Benavidez was really in the ring with, just because they didn't know.
Exactly, bro. That's what they don't do their homework. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It took Benavidez to beat him down like that. You know what I'm saying? He was doing okay, but it's just the fact of them Ukrainians, like they masterful boxers, bro, and they got angles. So when it comes to that type of crap. I ain't gonna say all Ukrainians. Let me not just say all, but the Lomachenko group. You know what I'm saying? So them boys got some angles, and you gotta respect that, to where you'll think you got them in a position and you won't have them there be setting your ass up. So shouts out to Usyk though, hell of a fight. Where Tyson Fury go from here, don't know. Like I say, it's gonna come down to his mental, because he didn't take that loss very well. Okay, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He was pissed off. He really thought he won that fight, and he didn't, like you say. So we'll see how that work out for him. Hopefully he don't blow back up to 637 pounds. You feel me? And keep his mental together. But big things in play for Usyk though. He the king of the heavyweight division, and I see why some people have him number one pound for pound on their list.
I mean, look what he did. You got to look at what Usyk has done when it comes to just straight up accomplishments and who you fought, resume. He number one pound for pound without a shadow of a doubt. Now, when it comes to like who is the best skilled fighter, the best fighter, what pound for pound is really supposed to be, then you can have an argument, right? Because you got a lot of fighters. I mean, well, not a lot, but you got a handful of fighters that you could put in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when it comes to just what have you done, resume and accomplishments, Usyk, man, he was undisputed he reigned. Not only was undisputed at cruiserweight, he reigned. That means he defended his undisputed, right? Then he moved up, right? So, but not only was he undisputed at cruiserweight, he fought all of the top guys and beat them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, okay, I'm going to fight this Rudy Poo for a vacant belt, and then I'm going to grab this other Rudy Poo for a vacant belt. It wasn't none of that. He fought the top dudes and beat them. Then he came to heavyweight, and then look what he did at heavyweight. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Daniel Dubois, even knocked out the old head, Derek Chisora. Like, I mean, bro, he's him. Like, he's fought all of the top guys in both divisions, reigned at undisputed, and I mean, hey, he got that one controversial win, but other than that, his shit pretty much solid, man. And the controversial is, he did get stopped by Daniel Dubois, but he came back in that same fight and stopped Daniel Dubois. But
who got stopped by Daniel Dubois?
He should have got stopped by Daniel Dubois. That wasn't no low blow. Like he was,
right. The body shot. Oh, that body shot. You ain't body shot. They robbed that man, bro.
He robbed Daniel. So he should have a knockout loss, right, on his record, but he don't. But other than that, all of his W's, bro, all of his, it's solid. You know what I'm saying? And it's nobody in boxing, right? Now you could argue, you could say, well, I like Terrence Crawford better. I like whoever you may like better, but you can't argue that he got the best resume, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
do you think Daniel Dubois deserve a rematch
now? Yeah, because
I know what happened in the second one.
Yeah. I think that Daniel Dubois rightfully, because rightfully, right? So Daniel Dubois, that happened to him, right? Everybody know that wasn't a low blow. Everybody know that if the referee had did his job instead of trying to save Usyk, right, and save Usyk's, title and status and all of that, Usyk would have got stopped that fight. Now, he got back up, right, after they let him, recover and all of that, and he stopped Daniel Dubois. But mentally, what do you think that does to a fighter mentally, right? You in the fight of that magnitude, you already got all those nerves, and it's like, damn, I just did it. I did it, right? So in your mind, you did it, but now it's like, nah, it was a low blow. Now you got to restart. Now mentally, you got to, like, that'll mess you up mentally, and I don't think Dubois was the same fighter after that. He went on to get stopped himself, but you got to give him that back. You get and Usyk know he got to give him that back. That's why Usyk, when Daniel Dubois got in the ring, Usyk was like, no problem, because he know. Because see, you got to think about it. If Usyk didn't feel deep down inside, you know what I'm saying, that's what it really was. Like, yeah, he got me, but I got away with one. If he didn't feel like that, he would be like, for what? What I need to fight you for?
Right.
I already stopped you. But he like, yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? We can run it back. Now, is Daniel Dubois a threat to Usyk? I think that he's too slow. You know what I'm saying? Usyk footwork too much. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the most dangerous fight for Usyk is probably Bakoli right now. Bakoli. Niggas think y'all gonna think I'm tripping, but after Jared Big Baby Anderson come back and get a fight in, I would like to see that fight because they both heavyweights that can box, that can move, that you know what I'm saying, that got like that middleweight. They like middleweights and heavyweight bodies. I like that fight too as a matchup.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about because I always used to want to see Big Baby Anderson against Usyk as well because of the speed, the youth, the power, because Big Baby Anderson, bro, like I'm with you on that. Like people gonna say what they want to say about him. You can't question his heart, and you can't question his skill set. And he was laying some shit, but Cody's just a tough ass dude because Big Baby Anderson, bro. I don't know if anybody else can take them shots that he was landing on that dude. Because he was never he coming back nailing his ass with some shots. It's just that Bakoli was on one, you feel me? But I say that about Dubois because, after beating Anthony Joshua, people get a different sense of confidence, bro. You feel me? And it's like one thing about Dubois is he can punch. His big head ass can punch. You feel me? He can be like the cat off the longest yard. He hit me in my nose. You know what I'm saying? His big soft ass. But he can punch, bro. And after beating Anthony Joshua, it's like it can give him a different sense of, type of confidence, bro. You know what I mean? And like you say, Key, like we all know that, and I forgot all about that, bro. Until you just brought that up. He know he stopped Usyk. He know it, bro. Like in his head, he know it. Like you say, Usyk know it. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, Dane DeBar wouldn't have been in the ring trying to get the rematch. You feel me? Usyk wouldn't be agreeing to the rematch because he knew that punch was a solid punch above the waistline, and it dropped his ass. So, with him beating Joshua the way he beat Joshua, then him knowing he stopped Usyk, hey man, anything can happen in the sport of boxing. But I just feel like I feel like he deserved it, though. I just feel like he deserved it after he just told me that with him beating Anthony Joshua, him just beating Fury for the second time. You know what I mean? It's a nice fight. You can promote it, you know what I'm saying, and see what they can do with that bitch. And like you say, Turkey, he all for it because he understands the sport of boxing. He understands the hype around it, you know what I mean? You got to catch shit while it's hot. And I feel like that's a lot hot fight right now with Dubois doing what he did to Joshua. So we'll see how it play out.
And y'all smash the like button. For the people that's in the building, smash on the like button. Smash the like.
And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What's going down? See y'all saying what's up, y'all. What's going down, man? Salute to y'all. Smash that like button, yo.
It's a AJ64. Salute. Yeah, VA, what's happening with it? Key, what it do? R Stokes. Yeah, man. Daniel Dubois, man. I always said when they announced Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, you know what I told you? I said he gonna stop Anthony Joshua.
Yeah,
I knew it. I knew Dubois was gonna stop Anthony Joshua. Boxing is all about when it gets to the top level, right? It's about a lot of that shit be about matchups and styles making fights. And Daniel Dubois, like I told, man, Joshua, he hadn't fought anybody in a long time that posed a threat after he had fought Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Like you fight Ngannou and you fight Otto Weiland and guys like that. Then they put you in the ring with Daniel Dubois, somebody that's really cracking. You know what I'm saying? And that's really gonna go to you. And people don't understand. Daniel Dubois, he came in the game young.
Yeah.
Like he's still hella young, so he was just getting better, but he was able to get that experience, that top-notch, top-level experience faster than most of these fighters get at a young age. So I think that helped him out mentally, right? You remember, man, his first L, he probably was what? How old was he when he fought the Juggernaut?
Shit,
like 24 or something, 23? I don't know. How old is Daniel Dubois right now? Let me see. Daniel Dubois. How you say his name?
I call it Dubois. Du Bois. You know, we can't got that names like that. Bro.
Dubois. Yeah, Daniel Dubois. I guess that's how you say that shit. Whatever. But it was when he fought. Let me see. He's 27 right now. He only 27 now. So when he fought, let me see. When he fought Joe Joyce in 2020, that was fighting LeBron. He was only like 25 years, 22 years old. 22, 23 years old when he fought Joe Joyce. So he was early when he had his first, because Joe Joyce at that point in time, he was really the juggernaut. He was one of them dudes.
Yeah, that motherfucker had a chin on him.
Yeah. So and then after that, man, he just kept up in this level. His experience kept rising, man, and he done been through the storm. So he's a dangerous fight for anybody, but I don't see him beating Usyk because you got to look. To beat Usyk, you got to land another one of them body shots, and Usyk gonna be prepared for that shit. You don't come as far as Usyk has come, and go through everything that he's gone through, and not properly prepared, right?
Bro.
So I don't think he beats Usyk, but I mean he deserves a shot. But I don't think none of these guys is gonna give Bacoli a shot. All these dudes been ducking Bacoli.
Yeah, but Kobe, he went out there and he made too much of a statement. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He made too much of a statement, bro. They like, we're not trying to deal with that shit right
See,
now.
he's the Bacoli is that type of fan, and this is a shame in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier to do it in heavyweight boxing. Bacoli is one of them guys. They gonna do the same way that they did to Luis Ortiz. They gonna try to age him, make him get old to when he slow down, then everybody gonna try to fight him. And that's what's happening with Bacoli. Shit, no telling how old he already is. Because I mean, shit, you know, I mean, shit, he from over there. They gonna lie about their age anyway.
Yeah.
How old is how old they got him? Because he look old as hell. I guarantee you he older than what they saying he is. They say he's 32. Man, ain't no way this. Yeah.
Nah, he about 32. That's about right.
Nah, he look old as hell.
He ain't Cuban though, is he?
Huh?
African, right?
He African.
Yeah.
Lie about their age.
It be them Cubans lying about the age.
No, Africans do too. Trust me.
I don't think it's the Africans, cuz.
I'm telling you, Gina, man, her pops is African. They lie about their age.
How old did the pop say he is, cuz?
Look, come on, man. There ain't nobody 32.
That nigga 43 years old, cuz.
Yeah, it's not no 32. 32 who? Where? Come on, dog.
That nigga 43 years old.
And he about 42 right now. They gonna do him the same way they did Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Luis Ortiz probably about 50. They gonna wait till we get old as hell and fight him. And we got to think, man, if Wilder hadn't knocked out Luis Ortiz and gave him a chance, ain't none of them dudes would go give him a chance. Remember what they did to Ortiz, bro? Eddie Hearn lied
like a motherfucker.
Had him sign up with him under Matchroom, promised him
Anthony
Joshua fight, and still didn't give it to him, bro.
After 2 fights, Keith. Tell me if you fight two. First it was Wilder fighter. I mean Wilder trainer Malik Scott. He ran all around the ring. Then he went and got in there with Dave Allen and shit. He knocked Dave Allen ass out. I ain't give him shit. Kicked his ass right back to America. Hey, you know Luis Ortiz was so old. That nigga's knees start giving out on their own.
Hey, when Wilder hit that knee said, hey, bro. I messed with Ortiz, man. Ortiz, when he was younger, man. See, we didn't even get to see him when he was young, but he was still kind of like, you know what I'm saying, when we first started seeing him back when he was fighting on HBO, dude was, a problem. And that's kind of like Martin Bacoli, like, man, ain't none of these cats gonna give him a chance until he get old. Like, I mean, they said, man, so many of these fighters behind the scenes didn't turn him down. Zhang turned Bacoli down. They tried to make that fight happen.
Yeah, Big Zane turned him down. Big Bang. I never thought I'd see the day with Big Bang turned down the fight.
And the thing is, man, I mean, the performance that he put on. See, I hate that a lot of these fighters, man, they got great talent. They vicious, but they don't have the right promotion behind them. He is supposed to come off of that big baby Jared Anderson win and be right back in the ring within 3 months with a big fight. That's how you're supposed to build a fighter like that, because now you got the buzz. Now that buzz didn't die down.
Even if you can't, I look at it like this. You know the names. You know the heavyweight division ain't that deep for us when we talking about the top tier. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if you can't get the top tier, like you said, Key, coming off that win of Big Bang, you got to keep him in the people's face because the people want to see him. You feel me? You got to keep him in the people's eyes, bro. So even if you couldn't get the top tier, go get somebody that's willing to get into the ring with him. They got a semi-name, you know what I'm saying? Because he trying to make his name, and let him knock his ass out. That way you still keep his talent on display. You know what I mean? So but they think they can just get him in there, and it's the heavyweight division. You know, anything can happen in the heavyweight division. So they feel like he did that to Big Baby Anderson. Now they want to take him to something big. They feel like he deserves it. They don't want to take a step back. But if you can't get them names, you got to keep your fighter in the people's eyes, bro. You got to. That's what Floyd say. I ain't give a damn. Just give me what you go give me. Just keep me fighting. Keep me in the people's eyes. I'm gonna look good until I get that big fight. And that way, you still marketing yourself and you putting yourself on display.
Yeah, man. It reminded me of something that Richardson Hitchens said in the interview that he just said. He said, man, a lot of this shit, man, it just be hype. These guys ain't really the best and all. It just be hype and you know what I'm saying, in the way they can catch. And he made an analogy, but I don't really want to get in the analogy that he made, but he was saying some real shit. You know, and that's what it be about, man. Hype and what type of promotion you got behind you.
Because these cats go out there and knock out a nobody and knock out a few nobodies, and you see them because people like knockouts, and you looking good, but you supposed to did that against that caliber of fighter, and now that hype train, like you say, build a motherfucker up, and now motherfucker talking about you like you really did something, but you ain't really did shit.
Yeah, man. And that's what it be in the sport of boxing, especially today with social media and everything. But man, moving along. Man, real quick before we get into this whole Tank situation, man. I'm hearing that they trying to finalize a fight between Tio and Matias, man.
Yeah, I'm saying that, bro.
Yeah, dog. This is my thing, man. Tio been doing so much lately, bruh. It's hard for me, and then just Tio throughout, like just what I know about him in the past and all of that, man. And not saying that he don't pop up on us when we least expect it with big fights, because he's done that before. He did it with Lomachenko, right? But I mean, that was a young, hungry Tio, right? Yeah, I think that was like when Tio had like a different mindset. You know, you young, hungry, you still looking for that big name, right? And then he did it with Josh Taylor. But lately, bro, he ain't been really looking like he really trying to fight these big names. But then, you know, the Devin Haney situation, he turned down Devin in Turkey, and then Devin Haney and them turned down Tio. Then he act like he was gonna fight Boots. I still don't believe that whole Boots shit. I think that was for publicity. But Matias, right? He looked like a boogeyman at one point in time. Liam Paro went out there and fought a great game plan. But nevertheless, bro, I think that Matias is still real dangerous. And if this fight do happen, if he does fight Matias, right? Teofimo does fight Matias. Hey, bro, we can't say that he's bluffing. You know what I'm saying? We can't. We got to give him his props, because to me, I think going in there against a Matias, coming off of, you know what I'm saying? Well, he's fought since he got that loss, right? But Matias got something to prove, so he's dangerous. And I think this is a more dangerous fight than taking a fight versus Devin Haney. Like, I think this is a dangerous fight. And if he really do fight Matias, man, I love this fight. I love this fight. And I have to give Tio his props, man. And I ain't going to be able to say shit bad about it.
I'm going to say this. I've been giving Tio his credit for stepping in there making the big fights. But it's delusionalness, bro. It's what I got a problem with Teofimo Lopez. Like you say, that boot shit missed me with that shit. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He won't went up to no goddamn 140 fight, no boots. Teofimo Lopez has this thing to where, you know, because he got a delusional fan base too. Shouts out to my brother Low Nose. No, Low Nose, he loves T.O., but he ain't delusional with it. Now, I will call out a few names that is delusional, but I ain't going to do that on my brother platform. But he got a few delusional ass fan bases. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Fan base that just think he really want to fight everybody. Just, he want to fight Terrence Crawford.
He want to fight Terrence Crawford. He want
to fight Jerron Booth. It's like, bro, come on, man. just because you're saying their names don't mean it. And then what I hate too is him like, okay, well people like you said what you said about Ryan Garcia. I respect it. I don't think Ryan is a racist. Like I feel like Ryan as he get the tripping off the alcohol. T.O. and his daddy, they've been doing this shit for a while now for us, trying to play the race card. And they go about it disrespectfully. Now Ryan said the word nigga, like, but Ryan as he be tripping. I'm not giving him no pass.
I feel the same way about Ryan that I do T.O. and them, but
no, Keith. With T.O. and with T.O., I'm telling you, bro, what T.O. and his daddy do, bro, because it's him and it ain't just him, it's him and his daddy. The way they try to play Floyd on that race shit, the way they try to come back and tell Top Rank, or if you want the blacks, you can have the black fighters.
Yeah. Oh, they got it deep in them.
Yeah, like they've been doing this shit for like Ryan just came out with that. Like I say, dude, that's for a whole nother story. But with them, like they really been doing this shit for a while now, bro. And I've been having a problem with it, but I never disrespect what he do inside the ring because his ass will get in there with the big fights. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to cut you off, but I'm gonna make an analogy because I know kind of what you saying, but you ain't coming up with the word for it, and I'm gonna agree, right? T.O. and this is the analogy that I'm gonna make, right? T.O. is one of them. He'll meet a girl. She might be a Hispanic or whatever, right? And he'll get to talking to the girl. Oh, do you fuck black dudes? He one of them that's gonna ask the female that. You fuck black? You fuck black? Oh no, you know what I'm saying? Ryan ain't gonna do that. Right. Ryan gonna be like, shit, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I ain't finna. T.O. one of them. Oh, you fuck black dudes? You know them type of dudes.
Exactly, bro. T.O. That's exactly what Key. You hit it right on the head, bro. That's exactly, yeah. No, my sister can't date no nigger.
Yeah, one of them like, man, you know, if a girl tell him she messed with black dude, he gonna feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Bro. He ain't gonna want to talk to her, shit.
Right, but on the boxing tip, I respect him because when he do sign the fight, he will fight the best. Now with him and Matias, hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? You finna fight this Puerto Rican, hell of a puncher. You know, he lost his last fight, so like you say, he hungry. You saying you want these big fights, you feel me? Let's see if you're hungry enough to go get this fight. Because this, like we said, okay, we know Josh Taylor was who he was at 140, but we know Josh Taylor was on a decline, and he was there too long.
Washed up.
Yeah, Matias was the big name there. You know, one of the big names. He was the best there before he just took his loss. Let's just keep it real. He was the best cat that was smoking at 140. When you say that's at that top level, so you know him going in that fight with a Matias, bro, is a dangerous fight. It's a hell of a fight, and I favor T.O. But like you say, it's dangerous. Like you say, Devin is a more skillful fighter, but this is a more dangerous fighter because we know this man can punch, and we know T.O. gets hit. You feel me? So now you're going in there putting it on the line against some motherfucker that can knock your ass out with one punch. So I love it, bro. If they saying it's getting finalized, we'll see about that. But if it gets signed, sealed, and delivered, what a hell of a fight for boxing. I'm all for it, bro.
Action-packed fight because I think T.O. gonna be fighting off of his back. This is a good style matchup to where I can see where you say, okay, yeah, T.O. got this one, right? A lot of people gonna favor T.O. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Matias, he don't got the best footwork. His whole thing is high guard, walk you down and pressure you until he start making you fold. T.O. does have very, very high skills when he's boxing off the back foot, right? When he can use his footwork and his angles, and that's what he's gonna be doing in this fight, boxing off the back foot, using angles, using his his footwork. So yeah, this type of fight, right? It caters towards T.O. But the thing is, when and if Matias close that distance and start, breaking T.O. down, man, how's he gonna react to that? I think this is a fight that's really gonna come down to who is in better condition,
Okay.
right?
The battle nutrition.
Yeah, this is gonna come down to who is in the best shape, who can go 15 rounds, right?
Yep.
Who can go 15 rounds? Can Matias continue to put that pressure on, put it on T.O. without slowing down? And can T.O. take that and continue to, be a counterpuncher off his back foot, catch Matias wide open with them overhands and things like that? It's a hell of a fight, man. It's a hell of a fight.
For real, I'm all for it. My brother A1 was going down, King.
A1, my man, just doing the building. What it do? Salute to y'all.
I just do. Yeah, it's a hell of a one, Key. I'm all for it, though, bro. If they make it happen, get the sound set and delivered, I'm definitely all for it, bro. And
yeah, man.
Who is Matias with?
Who is he with?
Yeah, promotion.
Like what network?
Yeah.
He fight on DAZN.
He with DAZN?
Yeah, he with DAZN. He with I think he with Matchroom. I think Just Do is Subriel Matias with Matchroom. Is he under Eddie?
Or is he with Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn.
Bob Hearn.
Jay Bean said he got dropped by Matchroom. Okay, I didn't know that. Did he? Jay Bean said he was in a YouTube pay-per-view a month ago. Also, he not with Matchroom. Okay, so he pretty much he free. You know what I'm saying? That's why we able to. I guess that's why they're able to negotiate this fight with Top Rank, because it looked like he's free.
So that's a good thing, then. So we ain't got no problems then with that bitch happening.
Kofi Plant says Rolly getting exposed for underage girl on Mazma. I don't know who that is, but
she didn't touch it. She said she was 18, even though she was 15. She lied.
I ain't gonna get into all man. Rolly a character for real. I can't really speak on that. I don't really, we talking boxing right now. I don't know nothing about that. But he used be heard, not more. So check this out, man. Anything else you want to touch on before we get on this whole Tank situation?
No, that's just a hell of a fight. They make it happen, man. And shouts out to T.O., bro. T.O. always show up for the big fights. So, we'll see if he show up for this, man. But I'm praying, this fight get sound shit and delivered, because it's a hell of a fight, bro.
Yeah, hell of a fight, man. 2025, man, big year, man. 2025 is a big year. And moving along, man, let's just touch on this whole Tank situation thing, man. So Tank, he drops on his Instagram.
Coffee Plant. No, I'm not watching nothing, bro. I'm just joking, man. I've been making them little roly little comments, bro. I ain't watching nothing. Like, we talking boxing, but I don't know, champ. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know enough about none of that to touch on that. Yeah. But man, so Tank today, everybody done seen it by now. Everybody done heard about it by now. He come out on his Instagram, right? Story on his Instagram story, and said basically the effing fight is off. The fight is off, right? Now, when I seen it, my initial thoughts really is I looked at it and I said, oh, this nigga throwing another temper tantrum. He's mad, right? Things behind the scenes. It don't look like the things behind the scenes over there with Tank and the PBC and whatever's going on. It ain't going on right? It don't look like that, things is going on the way that he wants it to go on. And we can see by the way that he carried himself at the press conference and when he did his interviews, he was visibly pissed off about things, right? He was pissed off about a lot of stuff. And that was just, it's obvious, right? It's obvious. So with that being said, he comes out and he said the effing fight is off. I wasn't surprised, but I thought he was throwing a temper tantrum. Real talk. I thought he, pissed off, right? Jumped online and making an impulse decision because he's pissed off about some shit. I mean, he not gonna tell you the effing fight is off if he wasn't mad. Now, is the fight really gonna be off? I don't know. Lamont Roach say that he ain't heard nothing about it, that he's still right moving forward, training in camp as he should be, right? As he should be. I think this is all has to do with Gervonta Davis, right? Because he's pissed off about whatever he pissed off about, the business side of whatever's going on with him and his camp and PBC and that side, right? So he might be like, man, F y'all, I ain't fighting. You know what I'm saying? It could be get my money right, I ain't fighting. But yeah, he pissed off. And so, these dudes now, when they get pissed off about some shit, Tank did it before, not this, but when they get pissed off about some shit, they jump on social media, right? And they kind of vent to the world. Now, my thing is, right, when I came out, right, I did a video about it. I stated in my video that, the fight still could be going on, right? I stated that, right? But niggas is so in love with this whole, I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is about Tank. Anytime you come out with some news, these niggas get to crying. First, they said I was capping. And I'm like, how I'm capping when this is what this nigga said, right? Then they talking about, oh, man, Tank is just trolling y'all. He just trolling y'all. Y'all niggas is quick to run up and put videos out. He trolling y'all. No, how the fuck is he trolling us? Like, he ain't trolling me. Like, why would you? And this how ignorant a lot of y'all be, man. I'm sorry, but some of y'all, man, y'all gotta be the stupidest people on earth. Like, for real. Like, really think about some of the shit that y'all be saying. He's trolling. I mean, he playing with y'all. Okay, it's his fight. It ain't my fight. It ain't Money Brown fight. It ain't Just Do fight, right? It's his fight. He's the one that has to sell tickets. So why would he say some shit like that and tell people, you know what, fuck this motherfucking fight is off? Because a lot of people gonna take that and like, okay, well, I'm not gonna book my flight, right? If I book the hotel, I got to cancel the hotel. So you don't play with people like that, because if you're playing with people, you just effing yourself over. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if I was going to that fight and I seen that and I'm like, well, man, F it. Let me go ahead and cancel this flight. Let me go ahead and cancel this room, before it's too late or whatnot. So he ain't playing with me. If anything, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just living in denial. But like I said, do I think that the fight is going to be completely canceled? I don't know. I think it's 50% is that it could be, and the other 50% is that he throwing a tantrum and he pissed off and he acting out. But man, y'all just be in denial or some shit. Y'all just be in denial. Oh, man, he's just doing that so y'all can run it. Like, okay, well, I mean, that's hurting the fight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all funny as hell, man. Some of y'all dudes, man, need to really get checked out. But Money, man, what you think about the whole situation, man?
Man, like you just said, y'all know Tank, my guy, man. And I was just checking out. I was just checking it out, Cuff. I was just at the same time. It's like this, bro. I felt like soon as he said it, Key, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, bro, ain't no way the fight is off. Ain't no way. On the simple fact of it wouldn't have been announced like that. You feel me? Second of all, you gotta stop throwing these little temper tantrums, bro. Like, it's getting to the point now to where it's like you have to, like you say, Key, now you in your 30s, Tank. Your ass in your 30s, fam. You the big dog of the sport now. You ain't the little Tank no more that everybody, yeah, man, He a kid coming up. He doing his thing. Your ass is 30 now. Your ass is a fully grown man. Fully grown man, bro. All the big fights in the sport of boxing, you should be wanting to line them up because that's what Floyd be doing, right? But now it's like if something go wrong, temper tantrum, temper tantrum, temper tantrum. You snap, you snap. Now I don't know if you got a little attitude problem in real life. You say you're working on yourself, because I rock with you and I'm continue to rock with you. Whoever you go up against, I'm with you 120%. But now at this stage of age, we grown men now. So whatever attitude problem you had, bro, and even though you're in the sport of boxing, you supposed to been got that under control, bro. You're rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying problems don't come along with being rich as hell, because problems do come along. But at this stage now, you way removed from the street shit. You way removed from poverty. You way removed from everything that you went through as a youngster. Not saying it don't stay with you, it's not in you, because it's gonna be in you until you drop dead. I get that. But when you at this stage and you got kids, bro, and you making a better life for them and things of that nature, all that crybaby shit has to stop and go out the window, bro. It has to stop, fam. You know what I'm saying? You can't be throwing the temper tantrum and your kids throwing temper tantrums. So at this stage right now, for you to come out and announce that, oh, fuck this fight. Lamar Roach ain't done shit to you. Let's just be realistic. This man y'all ain't even seeing each other. Y'all had the 2 press conferences. So if you're having a problem with your team, whether if it's in-house, whether it's with Al Heyman, you gotta keep that shit where it's at, fam. You can't come to the the social media and just say, oh well, fuck it, to fight off when y'all already signed the contract, and you got this man over here working his ass off. Not saying Lamar Roach started capping up, but I think he did. But he working his ass off. He got something to do with this too. For you to be saying this, that, and the third, fam. So it's just like, bro, cut the bullshit out. All the tweeting, the leak, all that shit, man, all that shit got to stop, bro. You ain't no kid no more, fam. You ain't no kid no more. All that going at it with Floyd, all that back in the day shit, it was cool. But now, bro, your ass is in your 30s. You part of the face of boxing. You in a great fucking position. You know what I'm saying? And now, because I don't know if it's true or not with him and Coach Calvin Ford or whatever that is. We'll find that out once the bell goes ding ding. But if you having problems with the coach or your training or what you got going on, you have to fix that problem, bro. Because if you is having those problems, it's because of you. It's because you run everything right now, bro. You runs the show. You know what I'm saying? You runs the show. What you say goes. But you can't be abusing your power, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, Key, once you give people a certain amount of power, sometimes they can abuse that shit. And people will let you go only so far. You know what I'm saying? People will stop like, all right, now, motherfucker. Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? We let you do that because you're pulling in the dollars. You know what I'm saying? But we're only going to let you go so far, bro. So now, what you trying to, saying the fight is over with, you can't fuck this man. Like I was saying about Lamar Roach in my video, Key. This is his biggest moment, right? His biggest payday, the biggest name in the ring. This man is working his ass off. So if the fight was really off, if you get the notification, Tank, he get the notification. I'm quite sure he would have been he probably would have beat Tank to the motherfucking punch. Hey man, listen, man, it's so messed up, man. I had an opportunity. The fight is off. Ain't nobody else saying it but him. Ain't nobody else saying it but him. So that means he having an internal problem or some shit going on. However he feels. Like I said, at the first press conference, he went alive. We don't know what he was doing, what he was going through. Second press conference, he had a little pick me up. You know what I'm saying? But
man, see, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about, money.
Uh-huh.
And Carl Brown, I'm not gonna spare you because see, you'll come on here while I'm live, and you try to play cordial, right? But Gina brought it to my attention. She like, man, he talking real crazy in your comments. My lady but she brought it to my attention. And I'm like, Carl Brown, I said, now you see why I be getting on his helmet when he jump up here. No, I'm not dropping you no link. But see, when you act retarded, I'm going to talk to you like you retarded, right? This the retarded shit that I'm talking about right here, right? And he ain't the only one that say that shit. But when you make comments like this, man, I be thinking you really slow, like real talk. Talking about, I think Tank is really doing this on purpose because how fast some people be quick to drop a video on him just saying.
Man.
Bro, this is the retarded shit that I'm talking about. Do you think that Gervonta Davis sits around and think and give a fuck about me or Money Brown or whoever else dropping the video and gonna say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell the whole world that the fight is effing canceled just because I want to see if Money Brown and everything boxing and whoever else is gonna drop a video about it. Like, bro, you gotta stop acting fucking retarded, man. You too fucking old to be on the internet all the time acting goddamn retarded over a fighter that you ain't never met in your life and you'll probably never meet. Come on, bro. If I didn't tell you that, man, like, come on, bro. If anybody tell you that this shit is normal that you be saying, they ain't looking out for you. You need to cut it out with the retarded shit you be saying, because some of the shit that you say, bro, it's not like to be a grown man and be coming and saying you too old for that, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like you too old for that.
Yeah, this ain't about dropping no video. This is about Tank ass. Whatever he going through, or whatever he feeling, or who he got some, what I'm saying, in-house animosity with. This is about that, bro, because it can't be with Lamont Roach, because you ain't even around Lamont Roach no more. You feel me? So at the end of the day, man, listen, the fight, I'm gonna tell you, the fight is on. The fight is gonna happen until networks and other entities come out and confirm it with him. Like I said, I know Tank run the show. He the big dog. He called shots. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from him saying, oh, well, people saying Tank, but we all know, bro. We know for a fact that this is Tank going on another rant for whatever reason we don't know. You know what I'm saying? If the fight is off, give us a clear explanation on why the fight is off. Why? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Why? Tell us. Y'all got signed contracts, the money in play, everything signed, said, and delivered. Y'all had 2 press conferences already. People that put money behind it. It's been promoted. It's a go. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you feeling, Tank, whatever going on with you, bro, figure that shit out, bro, and cut this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out, bro. Because, people keep talking about, oh, headlines, oh, trolling. Oh, man, get that word ass shit up out of here, bro. Get that word up, because motherfuckers ain't with Tank, don't know Tank, ain't been, seen with Tank. And don't come to us talking about no weird motherfucker that's so in love with Tank, that's thinking they speak for Gervonta Tank Davis, that's thinking they was with Tank shooting in the gym because they went with him. You know what I'm saying? So don't come to us talking about no so-and-so said this and no so-and-so said that shit, because we don't give a fuck, because we got our own and we really know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So before we got to kick a motherfucker up the ass, we're telling y'all right now that the fight is on and that Tank is throwing another little temper tantrum, bro, and he got to stop that shit.
And I said, right, I said something, right, because like you haven't really seen no promotion for this fight, right? And being Gervonta Davis, right, how your money is structured, right, you have to do a lot of pay-per-view buys to get the type of money that he wants, right? So one of my things that I thought, I said, well, he could be pissed off about things like the budget for the fight, right? Okay, well, in order to pay you even the guarantee, whatever that guarantee may be, we might have to cut down on the budget for the fight. We seen the press conferences. Like, we can't deny that shit was low budget in the motherfucker, right?
That shit was the Tubi press conference.
Right. And then, like, it costs to do promotion, right? Whether it's a commercial or advertisement for the fight and all of that, right? It costs to do those things. Well, if you want to get paid this, this guarantee, whatever it may be, we might have to cut down, and maybe Tank ain't, he mad about that shit. It's something to me, I don't know, right? Because I can't call Gervonta Davis. I don't know what's going on. We can only speculate, but I think it has to do with something about the money, right?
I do,
because you might hear these other niggas tell you, oh man, it's a venue. Is it a venue issue again? it's a venue issue and all that dumb shit. But yeah, man, it's niggas get mad when they money ain't right, or you know what I'm saying, when you ain't got their money right.
It's a fact.
I don't think Gervonta Davis woke up and wanted to troll Money Brown and everything boxing and everybody else that's on YouTube. You're like, come on, man, just use common sense. But yeah,
It's a fact, Keith. And like we say, we all know Brian Custer always someone that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this a fight this match too, we talking about tank and we talking about pay-per-view here. Like we said, Keith, we didn't know who the fuck that was. That was you know, that what's what I'm looking for? That was up at the mic broadcasting and you know what I'm saying? That boy know what to say. So that's half of the production fucked up right there because we could have did a better job than him. You feel me?
right.
Could have picked somebody out the audience to do a better job than him. So it's like, you know, when they just looking at that situation, man, it could be the money that got them pissed off and mad because you're accustomed to a certain amount of money. You're accustomed to a certain lifestyle. You know, we know for a fact how we act if the money ain't right. So imagine him used to getting X amount of millions and now that motherfucker get cut down short. He pissed off. You know what I'm saying? He pissed off because some of these cats be spending money before they even get it. So when I'm looking at it like this, and I'm looking at it from this standpoint, and JB, you're right. When you're looking at it from this standpoint, bro, you do be pissed off because you, oh man, I gotta put in all this work. I gotta do X, Y, and Z, and you know that get cut in half because you gotta pay taxes, you gotta pay this person, you gotta pay that person. So now you really ain't hitting the number that you really wanted to get to. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, but at the end of the day, it's all about the fight.
My bad, man. Dude, stupid as hell. Talk about the press conference looks like the Bronner and Cobb press conference.
What it look like?
It said it looked like the AB and Blair Cobb press conference. Dude,
Yeah. The AB and what's our
that
boy,
shit was better than that.
what's our boy name from Philly?
Oh, you talking about Hank Lundy?
Hank Lundy motherfucking press conference.
Hey, you crazy as a bug, dog. You said,
That's
hey,
my
what
boy. Two press conference, man.
yeah, bro, you ain't got no fucking sense. Hey, but hey, oh, boy said it was a pep rally. Now, and the thing was, man, that made it even worse was the dude that they had up there doing the whole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The dude they had up there doing the whole thing, man, that shit was, yeah, that shit was,
Terrible.
yeah, that was terrible, bro. And like, you know, Tank, like you could, you know, he felt insulted. Like, you know, all the money that I done brought y'all raggedy motherfuckers, and you gonna sit me up here on some shit like this?
You hear me, bro? That my
Yeah.
boy pep rally. Pep rally be live in the net, my boy.
Yeah.
I've been to a few pep rallies. In that day.
Oh man, bro. But I mean, you know, hey, that's a, you know, cause you know, man, going from like a Ryan Garcia press conference, nigga, how lit that was to you going backwards. You're going backwards.
Shit, even Frank Morton and Hector Garcia.
Man, I think that a lot of people ain't gonna like this, and you know, I mean, it's too late for that now. But man, he should have stayed with Floyd, bro. Motherfucker be getting too big, motherfucker. That ego, man, your ego get too big, man. He should have stayed with Floyd because man, Floyd is still Floyd.
Floyd will always be Floyd, bro.
Being behind Floyd, man, just that. Being behind Floyd, bro, that just bring a whole different audience like that. It just make everything that much bigger, bro.
Let me tell you, Floyd's in a position right now, bro, to where he gonna let it. Floyd Mayweather is gonna be, and this ain't no meat ride. This ain't none of that shit. So I don't want none of you punk motherfuckers to try to say nothing. Because I'll punch you on your motherfucking face and bite your nose off. Floyd Mayweather is gonna be legendary for the rest of his life, bro. This motherfucker don't even lose in his exhibitions. You feel me? Like, let's be realistic, fam. Floyd don't lose. Like whatever he touched turned to gold right now, bro. Like that's just really, like whatever he touched turns to gold, bro. He's just blessed. Like he played his cards excellent day. You feel me? Excellent. That motherfucker still. They keep talking about Floyd going broke. This motherfucker still showing big ass bags. He pulling up, and man, Floyd Mayweather ain't never going broke. And then you know the best thing Floyd Mayweather just did, and this is no like I'm not political. This is not racial towards nobody. So don't come for me because I will come back. Like I said, I'll punch you in the face and bite your nose off. Floyd Mayweather then linked up with the Jews, bro. Like that's the money and the network. You feel me? And then they just tried to attack him for agreeing with the Jews. Hey, game over, fam. Game over. As long as Floyd Mayweather's in with the Jews, bro, Floyd Mayweather will be in with money for the rest of his life. Now, to Palestine, I'm not. This is. I don't have nothing to do with none of that. None of this and none of that, right? Because I will say something back to y'all ass. But I'm just saying, he linked up with them, bro. He is like Floyd is smart, bro. He plays his cards right. He's straight forever now. He's straight forever now, bro. Like that's the banking, that's the money, that's everything, bro. That's television, that's everything, bro. He was just in Israel with the Israel army. Like Floyd is a smart individual, bro. He knows where the money's at. He knows where the money at, bro. And that motherfucker's gonna have money until he drop dead, whether you like it or not. So, like you said, being up under him is like having a cheat code. It really is.
Well, and I want to say something, right? Because I was reading Bruh Hakeem's comment. He said the only thing I don't like about Floyd is Floyd don't do black versus black. I don't think that's the truth, right? Because for years, this is the thing, right? And somebody made my man Jay Bean said Devin said that, right? He said when Devin Haney said, "What was the point of leaving Floyd Mayweather if you still ain't gonna fight nobody?" Right? And let me piggyback off of that because we was blaming Floyd for years. We was blaming, oh man, it's Floyd, man. Tank want all the. Soon as Tank leave Floyd, he want all the smoke. He calling out niggas, he doing this and he doing that. But none of that shit happened. Let's just keep it a buck, whether you're a Gervonta Davis fan or not. These are the facts. Nothing changed when he left Floyd. Nothing at all. I think, you know what I'm saying, like shit got a little worse. So I don't think that, you know, Floyd was like, oh, we ain't gonna fight no black fighters. I don't think that's the case. I think that was just, you know, we was searching for answers like, man, this shit gotta be Floyd. This gotta be Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I think that Floyd and them was pretty much you know, picking fights, right? Picking fights for him and said, okay, this is who we got. But I also think that Tank always had to say so to be like, you know what? Nah. Go get me such and such and make that happen. Because he did it with Ryan Garcia. So we can't blame it on Floyd. He said himself, like, nah, I ain't never asked Floyd and them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never went to them and asked for nobody. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just listen to my team and go about with what they say. But as a fighter, when does it come to a point to where you say, you know what? It's time. Go get me such and such. And go get me, like, he ain't never did that. So why are we blaming this on Floyd? You know what I'm saying? I think him and Floyd I think it was more so, you know, he started getting bigger, right? And you get an ego. Now it's like, man, I think Floyd trying to outshine me. Floyd gonna do what he gonna do anyway. Floyd is gonna take over the press conference. Floyd is gonna do all of that. But one thing Floyd is gonna do, he gonna make an event as big as it can be if you with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He gonna magnify that event. Now, when you're not with Floyd, you know, it's you know, now you got to do some of these things on your own. Floyd was doing all the talking. Floyd know how to hype shit up. You know, I don't you know, maybe he wants to show like, okay, I can do this on my own because, you know, hey, people get like shit. I mean, we all get, you know, like, man, I don't need, I can do this shit on my own, whatever it may be. But is that the smart thing to do? Is that the smart thing to do if you got a Floyd Mayweather, you know? And now that Floyd left, you see Leonard, man. Leonard ain't even really in. Leonard like, shit, man, when Tank retire, I'm retired. Leonard said when Tank leave, when Tank leave after 2025, I'm leaving too. I don't want nothing to do with boxing no more. Yeah. So, you know.
I think that's the only reason why Leonard's still around, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Leonard probably would have been out that shit. I think Leonard was even tired of Floyd as himself. Leonard like, listen here, man. I ain't gonna say he was tired of Floyd. I don't think, you know, Leonard saw that stable that Floyd had, like, man, ain't none of these motherfuckers no superstars.
Dude missed the whole point. Dude said, what talent does Mayweather promo have currently? Do you guys know? I don't. Nah, man, it's not about that. I'm telling you that if, like, he got Carmel Moulton, right? But I don't even know if TMT Promotions is like that shit down. But I'm saying with Floyd Mayweather being behind you, you know what I'm saying? With Floyd Mayweather helping promote the fight, all of that. You know, I think that him and Tank, you know what I'm saying? Tank, this is the thing, man. We see how Tank is when this is what you guys should see now, right? Everybody was like able to point out, oh man, Floyd in the wrong. Floyd in the wrong. It's Floyd because we know how Floyd is. We look at Floyd, you know, gonna overtalk you. He wants the spotlight on himself, right? But now we seeing that maybe all of it wasn't on Floyd. We seeing how Tank Davis's attitude is, right? He's been catered to his whole life. Floyd didn't come up in the game being catered to. Floyd had to get that shit out the mud the hard way. And I'm not saying that Tank didn't come up hard, but Tank was able to have Floyd behind him and give him that push. And then to me, you can tell that everybody behind Tank, they waiting on Tank, right? They answering to Tank. Everything is his way, right? Everything is his way. With Mayweather, he can't tell Mayweather what to do and this, and that. And so I think they was clashing because Mayweather's trying to basically tell him, like, okay, you need to do it like this and you need to do it like that, right? With everybody else that Tank around, they waiting on the bag. Kenny, goddamn Calvin, all of them, man. They've been catering to Tank his whole life because they knew that he was the one that was going to get them out. He was the one that was going to be the bag. So we don't want to make him mad. We don't want to tell him what he don't want to hear. And you can see that in his attitude. That's why he throw them tantrums. When shit don't go his way, you know, he's still got a lot of growing to do. But, you know, I mean, y'all created the monster. Y'all created it. Now that things may not be going the way that they promised him financially, how you think he gonna react? You know what I'm saying? This and we seeing how he reacts. If the fight does go on and we do get a press conference, you gonna see it again. He gonna be disgusted. He gonna be disgusted. So don't think they just gonna come up with a bunch of money to make this shit extravagant out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't think they just gonna come up with a big ass, huge budget out of nowhere for this fight to make this shit look extravagant and push this fight to make it do 1 million pay-per-view sales. They're not doing all of that. You know? But see, this like, to me, money, and you might disagree with me, you might agree with me. You know, I know Tanky your boy, but to me, it's like, at the end of the day, man, I said this shit the other day, man. You can't throw a temper tantrum and pout about the shit when this is because of you. Nobody told you that you to fight Lamont Roach. In order to get that extravagant shit, you're gonna have to fight these names. You're gonna have to fight these guys. You're gonna have to fight a Shakur. You're gonna have to fight a Keyshawn Davis. Ryan Garcia rematch, but that's not on the table right now because Ryan's suspended. But you're gonna have you gonna have to fight one of these guys like that. Even I think an Edwin De Los Santos fight would have been a lot bigger because it's people was talking about Edwin De Los Santos like, oh, he did this to Shakur, he did this with the Shakur, and that was a storyline to build off of. Well, we're gonna see what Tank gonna do to him. You see what I'm saying? So I think that, man, you gotta fight certain names. You got to fight the certain names, and so don't cry about it when it don't go the way that you think it should go. When they're not paying you the money that you feel that they should be paying you, or they promised you. It just is what it is.
I feel you on all that, Key. On the simple fact of the money do drop. Thing about Tank though, what they banking on is Tank. He always do good when he fight. But to sell a fight is you got to do what to sell a fight, Key? Got to promote that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Like you say, ain't no real promotion going on with this fight. Do they really want to put money behind this fight is the question. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Like, I'm not going to speculate and shit like that. But, it just come down to the fact of when there's certain fighters out there that people want to see you fight, and, you come along. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, like just being 120% with your Key, the Lamont Roach fight, that shit caught me all the way off guard, fam. Lamont Roach, Lamont Roach ain't even at 135. Like, I didn't even believe this shit at first. I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm just gonna keep it at 1,000 with everybody, bro. When they said Tank fight Lamont Roach, I'm like, here they go hating on Tank. Again, he ain't fighting no goddamn Lamont Roach, man. They just making that shit up. Like, for real. I'm just gonna be all the way 1,000 with what I feel. Fuck the bullshit, right? So when I heard this shit, I'm like, man, Tank ain't fighting no goddamn Lamont Roach, man. They just, they making that shit up. And then when I see this shit is true, I'm like, goddamn, Tank, like, my nigga, we gotta defend this shit, right? Like, goddamn. But him and Lamont Roach, they had a little situation going on. I understand that. But when you fight somebody like Lamont Roach that you bringing up and shit like that, you can't expect them to throw the big dollars to you, bro. Now, like I said, I know you're accustomed to getting what you get. You're used to X amount of dollars and shit like that. And like I say, if the fight was promoted the right way, if y'all was up in that motherfucker really throwing blows, and it's like, oh shit, this finna really be some shit, to where it's like, okay, we feel like you finna sell X amount of pay-per-views, then okay, I might get it, frustration. But is they trying to sabotage? Who knows what the fuck going on, bro? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know Frederick Hawthorne is having a field day right now somewhere because he can't stand PBC. So this right up his alley, you know what I'm saying? So I know he probably having a field day, but it's just to the fact now, though, bro. Like, when people saying, "Oh man, Tank, you say you fit to retire," and then when you make the comments that you make, like you're not fighting Shakur Stevenson, he haven't done anything to deserve this fight. When that's the big fight that every motherfucker want to see, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you can't do that in one sense, and then turn around and say you want X amount of dollars for a certain fight. No. Shakur Stevenson is gonna get you and I don't give a fuck with none of these lame ass, corny ass, whack ass, wanna be top dog ass niggas on this internet shit say. Talking about Shakur Stevenson don't deserve a fight. He deserved to fight more than anybody.
You forgot that he ducked Tank.
Oh yeah, he ducked Tank and they sent him an offer, right? That was never confirmed, that they never came back and apologized for, right? Because he must have received the offer. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, y'all can listen to the Camerons of the world. Y'all can listen to these word motherfuckers of the world. Let Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson get made and watch the hype around the fight. You want to see some hype? Y'all want some hype? Let that fight get made. You understand what I'm saying? And I ride with Tank. I got Tank winning the fight. But I ain't no fool ass fool, and I ain't blind, and I ain't stupid neither. Now, I mean, I know what Shakur Stevenson is, and I know what he brings to the table. We talking about a 3-division world champion, former 2-time unified champion, right? Let's take that back. He's a 3-division world champion, former 2-time unified champion, a silver medalist. You feel me? All the accolades in the world with the skill set in the world. So all that he's bored and all that word ass shit. Miss me with all that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Make the fight happen and watch that fight sell more than probably any of the other fights, probably other than Ryan Garcia, but it probably sell more than
Richardson Hitchens said he think that's the biggest fight in boxing.
It's the biggest fight, bro. It's the biggest fight, bro.
He said he think that shit will be the biggest fight in boxing.
But it has to get made.
I don't think it's the biggest fight in boxing, but I think it's one of them. I
get what you're saying, bro. I get what when he's talking about skill wise.
Well, he was talking about like what Tank need to make that big mega fight, like as far as selling and all. He said he needs Shakur. He said Shakur is the biggest fight in boxing. I think when we talk about the biggest fight in all the boxing, I still think that is David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez.
That's a fact. Sure.
I think nothing touches David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez as far as the biggest fight in boxing. But I think the biggest fight in that and from 135 to 140, I believe is Tank and Shakur. And first, I got to keep it a buck. I think it's Tank and Ryan Garcia. That's
money wise. That's money wise.
Yeah, that's the biggest fight. Tank and Ryan Garcia, and then I think next is Tank and Shakur and Tank and Devin. But I mean, shit. I mean, we Tank is in all three of them though. That say something to, you know what I'm saying, about how great they've done for his career.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's go set Tank up. Like if you want them big time fights, the big money fights, that's it. But I feel but to me, like I'm just gonna keep it real. To me, if we talking about Tank and Shakur, skill wise, bro, I think that's a way better skillful fight than Canelo and David Benavidez. Of course, David Benavidez and Canelo gonna be the biggest money fight because everybody wants it. It's been hyped up. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. Tank and Ryan, they already proved what they can do. Then Ryan, after what Ryan did to Devin Haney, and then Tank fight Ryan at 140, excelente, bro. I'm talking about he like you we talked about this, Key. That fight, he can retire after that fight.
He will retire after that fight.
Yeah, he can retire after that fight.
That fight after Lamont Roach, it's done. He pretty much told us that's it.
Yeah, but to me though, I still don't think he returned. I just feel like these kids, they got. Well, we'll see, man. I'm not gonna say.
I think he do because I think he do, man. Because even Richardson Hitchens was like, nah. He was like, he's been telling me that for years. Like,
I'm not gonna say the man lying. The man
he's serious. Like even what Leonard Ellaby said. Leonard Ellaby was like, no, Tank is done. 2025, I'm done too. Like he said, he focusing on, man. Leonard Ellaby got a man. That girl, that what's her name, man? She's special, bro. The basketball player he got, who he
got?
Man, what's her name, bro? She like, nigga, you think Juju Watkins is, nigga? She on the
Juju Watkins is her, nigga. Let's not go crazy.
But this girl that Leonard Ellaby represent, right?
Is she in college?
Focusing on, huh?
Is she in college?
College. She played for Rutgers, I believe.
She ain't no goddamn Juju. Come on, man. She ain't
no money. When I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you for real. She nasty.
Nah, don't get me wrong.
When Leonard Ellaby was saying it, right? I'm like, man, when he was saying it, I'm like, man, he just, ain't no way. She ain't no Juju. Man, I went and found this girl, man. She is nasty. I'm gonna give you her name because her name is Kiki. Man, hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now. Man, nigga got nigga, she give Kyrie a run for his money, nigga. Handles nasty.
Ain't talking
Shot.
about JoJo.
She like, yeah, she like that. Hold on.
Ain't talking about JoJo, is you?
Nah. Is it Rutgers or do I Kiyomi McMiller, dog. Kiyomi McMiller. Check for her. Kiyomi McMiller, dog, is on a whole nother level. Yeah, that bruh, nasty. Yeah. Yeah, go look her up.
They say Crawford type of handles, huh? Okay.
It's KIYOMI. You found her?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go add her on on Instagram, bro. She's nasty. She's nasty with it. But yeah, that's who that's when Leonard Ellaby leave boxing, that's who he's focused, that he her agent. So he focusing, he putting all his focus into her.
Okay. I see it, but
Yeah.
she got to prove she better than Juju back up. Hey, don't disrespect Juju though, bro. Don't say
I'm not. No. Juju is her for real, but I think that her handles is way nastier than Juju. Juju taller than her. You know, Juju got that size, but man, Kiyomi McMiller is.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at her like Ivy letter.
She did some type of move I ain't never seen nobody do before, bro.
She ain't in college yet, though. That's a high school, bro.
Huh?
That ain't college. That's a high school.
She in college. She play for Rutgers now.
That ain't the Rutgers. That ain't. Oh my bad. I'm looking at the wrong shit. My bad. You're right. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong thing. My bad, bro.
You're a freshman.
Yeah, I see it right now. I see the Rutgers.
Yeah, she a freshman. She already averaging 20 a game, 5 rebounds. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at I'm looking at the wrong shit. You're right. Yeah.
She just scored 31 on Saturday.
I see the Big Ten.
Yeah, she just put up 31.
Hold on now. She might give a Juju as a run for her. I
told you she nasty, bro.
Hold on now, Juju.
I told you she nasty.
Nah, but Juju, Juju got something. Juju bag deep, bro. Juju
nasty too. But like I said, man, when her and Juju play, I think they play this in January coming up, man. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
See, this one, but we gotta get back to the women though. Like,
but back to the fight, man. Back to the what we talking about, man. Yeah, bro. I just think, I don't know, man. I'm 50-50, you know? I'm 50-50. I think they go talk Tank into taking the fight because it's like, who you going to fight? You feel me? At this point, like, if you don't fight Lamont Roach, who you going to fight?
That fight going to happen, bro.
You ain't going to fight Edwin De Los Santos. You know what I'm saying? I know you ain't going to get him a fight. I think the fight, I think he's just throwing a little tantrum, like I said, and they're going to talk him into getting his mind right. And, I mean, we done seen this plenty of times with Tank. When him and Floyd used to get into it, he'd throw a tantrum, and then Floyd would talk to him, and then they'd be straight. Like, Leonard Ellaby, I think Leonard Ellaby is somebody that he actually respect and will listen to.
No, he do, bro. Like, you gotta understand, man. You gotta understand. Like you said, he kept it real. Like Floyd stayed gone. Like even with the Mayweather promotion shit. You feel me? Leonard was hollering that shit. That's why I said I just think it got to the point for Leonard. Like I'm not gonna keep hollering this shit over here, man. I finna go do something different. I finna sit back and relax. You know what I'm saying? I got my bag. You know what I'm saying? Leonard got a bag for real. A for real bag, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you get tired of that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Floyd got his ways. Floyd is my GOAT. Like everybody know Floyd is my GOAT. I look at Floyd as the greatest of all time in my eyes. You feel me? I love what he do. But as a human, he's stuck in his ways. And the motherfucker that have all that much money, they go be stuck in their ways. They got their ways, you know what I'm saying? And you supposed to. You feel me? When you that rich and you made it to where you made it to, You're supposed to be setting your ways, but it's still a way you know you got to do shit. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I just look at it as what's like Floyd had a cheat code with Al Heyman. I'm gonna keep it real. Like people don't understand who Al Heyman was schooled by. Al Heyman was schooled by the Black Godfather. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know who the Black Godfather is, I advise y'all to go do y'all homework. You dig what I'm saying? That's why I said a lot of these cats think they be knowing what they time about, but they don't do their homework like that. You not hard like that. You don't got bars like that. You feel me? So when who Al Heyman was schooled by, bro, if you got the connection, if you got half of the connections of the Black Godfather, you a bad motherfucker. You feel me? Because you all about making, and I see everything that the Black Godfather was. I see it in Al Heyman because he all about making money for the next. He ain't about making money for himself. He about making money for the next, and he get his praises like that. You feel me? If anybody know what the Black Godfather is, you can put it in the chat. But you know, at the end of the day, bro, you gotta have a game plan, bro. You really gotta have a game plan. You gotta know what you want, and you gotta go get that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you want, and you gotta go get it. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, if you read 48 Laws of Power, that'll keep you structured. Um, when we look at Floyd Mayweather, we look at Tank, like you said, Key. The shit, and I was even one of the ones that was getting on Floyd ass for Tank, and I still stand by what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't take back nothing I said. But at the end of the day, you know, you can't deny what Floyd did for him. He never denied it. He always praised Floyd, gave him just doing his credit, you know what I'm saying, for what he did for him. But it do come to time where you want to break away from that shit. But if you want to break away, bro, you must have a game plan. You must know what you want, and you got to go get it when you're talking about this boxing game, because this boxing game is a dirty business, fam. It's a dirty business. So if you can be up 1 minute, you can be down the next. But you got to understand it. You got to have very, very tough skin. You got to have tough skin. You got to have a strong mental, because if you don't, one slip up, one mix up, and then it can fuck up your whole career, bro. And I ain't going to bring up something that I want to bring up because Key was always telling me this, that, and the third. And I used to go against it, you know what I'm saying? And now my boy on the back burner right now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to talk about that shit right now because I don't give a damn no more about it. But it was the truth. So in boxing, bro, it's really like chess. You got to make your next move your best move. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you will be, especially in this day and age with social media being the way it is, the way these weird-ass, fickle-ass fans is, the way YouTube set up with boxing and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's sheep's now. It's not enough leaders. It's a whole lot of followers. It ain't enough leaders. So whoever can push the best narrative, that's the way the wind go blow. You know what I'm saying? And people go believe the bullshit over the real shit. And trust me, I know it's true. People believe the bullshit over the real shit, and they want the bullshit. So nowadays, you know what I'm saying? You better be smart enough to make your next move your best move, or you'll be fucked over in this game, bro. And it's crazy that it's like that.
Low blow boxing. So he say salute ETB and money. Boxing is a mess. Big Dog Willie salute. He say ETB salute money Brown. Money Brown, where you been, fam?
Dead. I just rose from the grave.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. I think when it comes to Al Heyman, right? Touch on that for a second. When it comes to Al Heyman, I don't know. You know, Al didn't start off in boxing. You know, and when you look at the landscape, a lot of the guys that Al came in with, you know, I mean, you got to think, man. The Richard Schaefer.
Andre Berto was his first fighter.
Yeah, Richard Schaefer's, the Andre Berto, Floyd Mayweather, and I'm talking about when he came in with PBC with, right? The Floyd, him and Floyd, and then you had the Errol Spence, the Wilders, the Danny Garcia, the Leo Santa Cruz, the fighters that he really cared about, right? That he built real strong relationships with, and then Tank came along, right, and all that. Most of these dudes is kind of like pretty much getting ready to be out the sport. Pretty much that era is pretty much over. I don't think that, you know, maybe Al Heyman really ain't wanting to focus on boxing like that no more. I mean, look, Leonard Ellerby like, hey, I'm done, right? So I don't think that Al Haymon, he don't want to put his focus in boxing like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
It could be true, especially with his mama being sick, and then
Yeah.
the caliber that's in the game now, kid ain't like it was back then, bro.
He got illnesses and things like that. So when you tell some of these dudes that, hey, it ain't PBC ain't the entity that it once was. They don't want to, but you hating, and you hating on the black man, and you hate your own kind, and you know what I'm saying. All the stupid shit these niggas be saying, but
man, your own people and you don't even know it.
The writing is on the wall, you know what I'm saying. But all people gotta understand is that Al Haymon didn't come in the entertainment business in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He came from the music industry. He got into the boxing business probably because like you said, Berto was his first fighter.
Shaka Khan sent Andre Berto to Al Haymon.
Yeah, Berto, and then he had what's his name that passed?
Vernon Forrest.
And then Floyd, and then he really got into it. But I mean, those people ain't around no more in boxing like that.
Keith, Shaka Khan sent Forrest to Al. I'm sorry, Keith. Shaka Khan sent Vernon Forrest to Al Haymon. Sir, thank you for saying that, bro.
Vernon Forrest, yeah.
That was his first fighter, Vernon Forrest.
Vernon Forrest is his first fighter, and then I believe it was Andre Berto, and then Floyd, and then so on, right? But yeah, man, I mean, he probably looking at the situation like he don't really want to mess with it no more. But it's kind of like a lot of people still depending on him. Some of these guys are still, but I don't know, man. You're not gonna be able to compete with Turkey Al-Sheikh and him getting top rank in Matchroom and Golden Boy and Queensberry Promotion, all these promotional companies under one roof. You're really not gonna be able to compete with that, on a big level, on a big stage, because the thing is business, right? And in order to do big business, you got to understand that you got to make it so where other companies want to put this money behind you, right? To where at one point when PBC came, you had big time investors that was like, okay, we like this. You know what I'm saying? We like this. We're going to put a lot of money behind the PBC, right? We like this. You got Floyd. I heard Floyd invested a lot of money, and he's saying Al Haymon behind the scenes, like him and Al, I don't know how true that is, but like he wants some of his money back that he didn't invest it in it, right? We see Floyd ain't really that too deep into boxing. People doing other things, they're venturing off. And so now you got to be able to convince one of these big networks like Netflix, Amazon to not only give you their platform to show the fights, to invest all these billions of dollars into you. And now it's hard, and people don't understand how business works. If they're looking at, okay, we got Jake Paul, we know he bringing in big, huge events, and now you got DAZN that got all these promotional companies, and they got motherfucking Turkey Al-Sheikh with endless money, right? To make anything happen, are we gonna want to invest in y'all? Because we know y'all can't compete with that. So it's things that people don't want to realize that, when you really look into it, man, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. But the great thing about it is that these fighters, they're not going to be stuck if Al say, you know what, we going to go ahead and, move on. These fighters, they still, the big name fighters like a David Benavidez and a lot, and, the talented fighters, other promotional companies going to break their neck to get them. So we going to see, man. It's happened before. It didn't happen before. It ain't going to be the last time if it does happen.
Yeah, we'll find out. I mean, one thing about Al Haymon, that motherfucker make moves and moves and moves, and we'll just have to see. You feel me? But like you say, man, with the tanking David Benavidez right now is holding down PBC, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Canelo here around. This, I ain't gonna say what my nigga gonna do, but you got
He
Canelo
can anywhere he wants to.
here around. No, I'm just saying here around though. So he can shoot the PBC.
Hey Q, what's happening with it? Salute.
You know what I'm saying? He can he can do what he do and things of that nature. Shouts out to the OG. What's going down, OG? So when we looking at the situation, with those boys, they hold down PBC right now. But outside of that, like when you had the Earls, the Thurmans, you know what I'm saying, the Danny Garcias, you know what I mean, the Sean Porters, everybody dying out. Everybody dying out. And that era leaving, and now the era that you do got. Do you got the fights that everybody want to see them fight? Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson.
But they're not signing new talent. They're not.
No,
You can't. You
can't.
can't.
No, let me finish this. I know. I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. The talent that people want to see them fight ain't over there. You know what I'm saying? So when you go down the list of the talent that you got, the top talent that you do got that you was building up, the Frank Martins, you know what I'm saying? The fighters that you had on that side, they knocking the fuck out. Caden Plant. You know what I'm saying? Even the Cholos, like, shouts out to the Cholos. What the fuck they at? You know what I'm saying? It's like, so when we looking at, man, I hate saying this because I know that little ugly motherfucker somewhere around, and you know what I mean? I don't want to but at the end of the day, the facts are the facts. You can't get away from it. You feel me? The top shotters is they dying out, bro. And now with your top shotter and Gervonta Tank Davis, because he's the top shotter right now. He the one that's holding it down for the moment. But I don't know if you said this to me. You're not gonna be able to carry a whole motherfucking network.
Yeah, that's what I said, bro. You can't carry a whole network with one fighter
if you don't have the fighters to promote yourself with. Even to give false hope, Key. You feel me? Let's just say you had the fighters on this side. Even to say, well, okay, we building it up. People still stick around and say, all right, bam. But when you got these motherfuckers on the other side, you can fight all the motherfuckers you want to fight. There's gonna come that time where people gonna say, man, look here, man, we tired, man. Okay, goddamn. You told us this last year. You told us this 2 years ago. Motherfucker, you 37 years old now, bro. We don't even want to see the fight no more. You know what I'm saying? So it comes a time where you do have to give the people what they want when the people been riding with you for so long. Now, Tank is my dog, and I give him credit for his resume. A lot of people like to discredit, but it ain't the name. That's why people will say, well, T.O. still is over these guys because T.O. is fighting everybody. At least Devin Haney fought this person and that person. You know what I'm saying? So they can use that up your head. But you the pay-per-view star, you the pay-per-view attraction, you knocking the motherfuckers out. You know what I'm saying? We got to give you that. But now it comes along towards like, okay, now it's time for you to fight these dudes, bro. And my thing is, this the only thing I hate about Tank, bro. I fuck with him heavy. I ride with him against everybody. But don't discredit the cats that people really want to see. Don't discredit Shakur Stevenson, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real. Don't discredit Shakur Stevenson, bro. Don't discredit that dude. Don't listen to these dumb motherfuckers out here that's talking about he ain't this, he ain't that, this, that, and the third. Because
he know, bro. He doing that play to the fans, bro. He know that. You know
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Don't discredit him because motherfuckers saying this word shit, and you got other people out here saying that word shit, trying to take away from him, bro. When we see what he like, people look at Shakur, and it fucks me up a little bit because when I look at Shakur Stevenson, fam, I'm like, we all know what he is, bro. We seen what he did to Oscar Valdez. We seen what he did to motherfucking Jamel Hearn. We seen the dog in him. People try like he ain't got no dog in him. But when a dude say he had an injury against this motherfucker, Edwin De Los Santos, but Edwin De Los Santos supposed to be, he a hell of a fighter. Don't get me wrong. We had Shakur Hearn. He admitted that he's a hell of a fighter. But okay, when we watching that fight, we kept saying what we kept saying, bro. This dude is not attacking, bro. Something ain't right. You can't tell me if we on the outside looking in saying something ain't right. De Los Santos being in the ring that he couldn't pick up on that something ain't right with this nigga. Let me rush his motherfucking ass. He wouldn't rush him. So you got to tell you something about Shakur Stevenson still without people. Oh, he was running. It doesn't matter, bro. You see this motherfucker only got one hand. You do what you got to do. Even that boy took it to Gary Russell, motherfucker. That when he found out he had one hand, you know what I'm saying? He went, and Gary Russell's a hell of a boxer, a hell of a mover, but he figured that out and said, okay, this motherfucker only got one hand. I'm finna take it to his ass. You still got to take it to him, bro. Yeah, a person is a mover. You still can walk straight towards his ass and cut him off and fight him and make his ass fight if a motherfucker only throw one hand. But Shakur was in there. He shows you even with that one hand, he can win a fight. He really had one.
You heard what Edwin? I don't know if you heard what Edwin De Los Santos trainer said. He was on Mill City and he was like, man, he said, dude, he said, fans talk. He said, but man, Shakur is special. He said he does shit in the ring that the fans can't even understand what he's doing in the ring. He said, man, and then he said, man, he got popped. Like we didn't want to run in there and get hit with some shit.
Exactly. You know? And you know me, and I'm gonna let it play with this. I'm big on the Olympians, bro. So I know all the top Olympians and what they is and what they're about, bro. Been on the Olympians for a while. I've been watching the Olympic boxing, bro, since 2000. You feel me? I've been watching Olympic boxing for a long fucking time now. So I know what Shakur Stevenson is. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was telling you about Rasheed Warren. Yes, he went to more Olympics than everybody, but he won shit.
Yeah, he showed it.
Just like and my girl Marlene Esperoza, I fuck Marlene Esperoza. She just like Rasheed Warren, but she became a world champ. She better than him, but I'm just saying, going there X amount of times. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, Tank my dog. I'm gonna ride with Tank, but I'm gonna keep it trill at the same time, bro.
But one thing I gotta say, Money, is that I heard Shakur. You know, you've been talking. He just did another interview, right, with Jamel Herring and them, and I'm gonna touch on that. And man, he said he promising. He said his hand ain't 100% yet.
90%.
90%. He getting them, but he said that if they think the performance against Jamel Herring and whatever, he said whatever you think my best performance was, he said it's gonna be way better than that. He said I'll be way better than that now. So
against this score, they said fight.
He said that he gonna be a whole nother animal now since he got his hands fixed. So I'm gonna hold him to that.
That's where you messed up at.
Hold on. I'm gonna hold him to that. So you know, and I believe that he's capable of putting on great, exciting performances like that because I didn't see him do it in the past. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him fight on the pocket and you know, like that. We didn't seen it before. You know, people act like they ain't never seen it, but I didn't seen it before. So I'm gonna hold him to that.
Facts.
What's up, KQ? What was you saying, KQ?
Hey, what's going on? Shout out to you and Money Brown. Appreciate y'all letting me up for a minute or two. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all smash the like button for my man, Everything Boxing. All right. He always bring you that straight boxing talk. Now, if you over here for something else, then you got the wrong channel. Now, speaking of Shakur first, Shakur Stevenson, great fighter, great defensive fighter. If so, I wouldn't even have him in my intro. But one thing about it is sometimes, you know, you don't write the check that you might not be able to cash. Now, sure, it's always good to talk that talk, to sell that fight. You're supposed to do that. But we all know the way he fights. And of course, pressure. That's his problem. Now, if he can turn it around, like Floyd turned it around. Floyd wasn't no big puncher. And we got to be honest. Shakur is not a big puncher.
Floyd was a big puncher.
Huh?
Floyd was knocking shit out at the smaller weight class. He was a big puncher.
Well, yeah. At the smaller weight classes, yeah, Floyd was standing there, he'd bang. You know, but once, you know, he got older, started having hand problems, then he pretty much became a defensive fighter. And now I think Shakur Stevenson can turn it around too. He can use his foot movement. And also, see, the only thing about Shakur Stevenson, though, is that he hops out the pocket, but he hops back too far. He don't have a chance to get the counter in. And that's the problem. Now, of course, he don't have nothing to keep none of them guys at 140 or 135 off of him. So that's the problem that they got to solve for that young man.
So
You know,
let me ask you something, KQ.
uh,
The last fight that he fought was against what was the dude named Artem, right? So you mean to tell me that he didn't put Artem on his back foot and he didn't have Artem running?
well, yeah, I mean, we talking about Arnold though.
But
Yeah.
but you just said that he don't have nothing to keep none of these guys off of him.
Mm, I
When have
think
you seen anybody walk through Shakur shit?
well, they don't have a chance because he's out of there.
So
He
you ain't
can't.
never seen Shakur fight people in the pocket?
Yes, but they standing there and they not bringing no brick hand with them. I never seen him fight anyone that had power.
You're not supposed to fight nobody that have power and standing toe to toe with them. Who
Of
do
course
that?
not. Of course not. Of
So
course
I'm
not.
trying to say what we talking about. Like it's different. You fight different styles. If you are a well-rounded fighter, if you are
Right.
A-level fighter, you don't fight
Right.
everybody the same. Why would fuck would you stand in there and fight Gervonta Davis and stand right in front of him?
Of course not. Style make fights, but of course you're going to have to make some adjustments. I know that. But what I'm saying is that we never seen him in an exciting fight where he would have to make some adjustments. And next thing you know, yeah, he welling on him. I can't remember the last time he had a knockout. Same way with Devin Haney. I can't remember when he had a knockout. And these are the guys
Stoppage
that,
or a knockout or a stoppage, a KO, a TKO. Not when he last time he stopped somebody. You said
well, yeah, you can say, well, yeah, you can say knockout. Go ahead and say knockout. Yeah, we can say knockout. I mean, stoppage.
but he had a stoppage 2 fights ago.
Okay, with who? Who was
The
that?
dude Yoshino.
Oh, okay. Now, that's number one I wanted to talk about. But I still think he's a good fighter. But I think he's more defensive than offensive. Shakir don't like to get hit. He just
Nope.
does. He just doesn't like to get hit. No fighter likes to get hit, but he's really don't like to get hit. Now, that's secure. Now, as far as PBC Tank, and I don't think Tank retiring. I think he's just trolling and upset about things, and and it's not and he's gonna go through with the fight. Tickets already been sold, everything. Now he deleted his whole everything he said today, and he's gonna have to grow up some. Now I ain't one of them fanboys that I like Tank, I like Shakir, whatever. But y'all guys, Tank got to start growing up. I told everybody, I told Knockout, I told everybody. Tank, yes, he's that star. He brings the butts in the seats and this and that, break records, all that. But now step up and prove to us why you all that. Step up and prove to us that you are the face of boxing by fighting the best. So that's all we ask for, the best. And once you take care of Shakir Stevenson, Depater, all them other guys at 135, then maybe you might want to take a chance and step out on faith and go up there at 140 and fight. That's how the old school fighters of my day. You want to fight? Let's fight. I never seen David Benavidez. I never seen him turn down a fight. And that's why I always call him one of them old throwback fighters. He never tell me, you want to fight? Let's go then. May the best man win. So it's time for Tank now. If you're going to stay in the game, it's time for you to step up, man. I mean, playtime is over with now. He made his money. He made his millions, whatever. Now show us. Show us that you're going to leave us a legacy. Show us that you can be a champion. Show us you going in there and you gonna snatch them belts. Show us that you everything that everybody think you are. That you're all-rounded type of fighter. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is now that's the next step. That's the only step. We know how you played the game. We know how they build you up. They know how they build you around, upside down, sideways, and everywhere else. But now it's time to go in there and get the best fighter out there. That's what it is. Now, I think he should have fought Lomachenko way before now. Way before now. See, I don't like that. Wait till they get old or wait till they start slowing down and then make the fight. No, the best fights are made in the prime, in their primes. That's the best fight right there. But like I say, if Tank is retired, then okay, retire.
Do you think that Tank is? Do you think that Tank is heavily being ducked? Because a lot of people say that like these guys are ducking Tank. Do you think he being ducked? That's the reason why he ain't getting these fights.
I mentioned that once before that maybe they're doing it on purpose. And I said, well, Turkey probably got something to do with it too, because Turkey, and I'm gonna get to him a little later, but I thought about that too. I thought about, well, Lomo now he wants to spend time with his family. But also, Loma did come out and say, listen, he had his chance to fight me, but he didn't want to fight me at that time. So Loma like, hey, look, I'm spending time with my family now. Now, all of a sudden, you want to fight me now. I'm at this age. Now, this is not my words. This is Loma words. And then, of course, Shakur Stevenson. Now, I know injury, hey, you can't help that. Sometimes injuries happen, and oh well. And it was an injury that happened some time ago. He just didn't get it fixed. Now he is forced to get it fixed. So it's not his, it's not really his fault. But he wanted to keep on fighting, So there's nothing wrong with that. Then you have Robert Garcia, Arroyo. Now, Rayo, he beat Pitbull Cruz. Now, shout out to Rayo, because he did step up a weight class to go get a belt, and he beat Pitbull Cruz. And now he don't want to come back down. Now he's saying, hey, look, Tank, you want to fight me? You got to come on to 140. And, of course, Robert Garcia. I like Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia was pretty much praising Tank just a year and a half ago. Talking about Tank is the all-rounded best fight I ever seen in the world. This and that. But now, all of a sudden, Tank gonna have to step up to 140 and fight this because that's your guy. So you see how boxing goes. So Rayo like, hey, I ain't going back down there. Tank said, I ain't going back up there. Now, Tank reason is because he feel uncomfortable. He feels slow. He feels too heavy. So he'd rather fight at 135, which most people saying that he's a small 135 pounder.
Well, I mean, you making some great points, but I don't see, like, really when I look at the landscape, I can't really think of nobody that's duck Tank. I mean, we could say Lomachenko, but I mean, if Lomachenko retires, right? If he retires, because that's the rumor. They saying that he retired. We can't say that he duck Tank. We got to say that he retired from boxing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that he could have just been like, nah, I'm not fighting Tank. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight somebody else.
Tank had an opportunity to fight him a while back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now you got to look at the situation, man. Lomachenko's not young no more. So if he retired, you got to give that to him. Lomachenko resume is that shit untouchable. Like the shit that Lomachenko did, the names he got on his resume, people forget about the Gary Russells, the Axeman, Nicholas Walters, he got names on his resume. So the Rigondeaux and all of that. So I can't say that he ducked if he retires. Now if he come back, now I will say that he ducked Tank right now. And Tank didn't want to fight him early on in his career, right? But we can say that. I think we could say that if Lomachenko ends up coming back, and we see him fight somebody else, like you know what I'm saying, like one of these, and it's not a big name. We see him fight somebody else, then we can say, okay, yeah, he did all that bullshit and he did duck. But we can't, for right now, we can't say Lomachenko, honestly.
Okay.
If he retires, like I said, then when it comes to Shakur, Shakur's hand didn't have nothing to do with him and Tank not fighting. That shit came all afterwards. Shakur hurt his hand when he already had a fight with Joe Cordina. That had nothing to do with Tank. Tank and Shakur were never going to fight. Like, yeah, they say, okay, well, with Shakur, he says they hit me up. They asked me, was I interested in fighting Tank? I told him, hell yeah, send an offer. We did hear nothing back from him, right? Now, I spoke to you about this, KQ, before this was put out to the world, before Shakur said anything about it. Did not tell you. I said, KQ, me and you spoke about it. I said, KQ, don't say nothing. I said, but the thing is that they said they're gonna bend the corner, and they supposed to make that fight happen in 2025.
Okay.
Remember I told you that?
Yes, sir.
Right? So people can't say I'm lying, right? I said this before this was even heard of, right? So they gonna in 2025. That's what they said they gonna spin the block, right? Now, when Ford recently came out and he said it again on the interview that he did with Jamel Herring. He says, what I was told when I was told, they told us that the fight wasn't ready yet, that they was gonna spin the block and make it happen in 2025. So the thing is people want to run with these narratives, right? Oh man, he tried to fight Shakur. He sent Shakur a contract and he did that. That's a lie. That's not so. He definitely didn't duck Tank, and Tank said he don't even want to fight him. Right? Then we got to go to the Rayo situation, and like you were saying, KQ is like, okay, well, you want Rayo to come down to your weight division when Rayo just won a championship at 140. Right? Well, you can't. My whole thing is like, you can't call a 140 pounder out and then say I'm too small if he not willing to come to my. Nah, man, you named him. If you put in the 140 pounder names in your name, like if you putting yourself with 140 pound fighters, well, you can't expect them to come down. You got to go up there for the smoke. If they're calling you out at 140, well, then they got to come to you in your weight division for the smoke. So it worked both ways, right? So it ain't no that, I agree. Rayo made the right decision. You're not gonna pull me down when I just won a championship at 140, right? And then you gotta look at the guys that was available. Edwin De Los Santos was available. I like that fight. It ain't too many names at 135. We know that, but I think Edwin De Los Santos was one because he was a PBC. He's on the PBC roster. That was an easy fight to make. Easy fight to make. So yeah. Who was like I don't like I can't I don't know who was really ducking him.
Yeah. Shakur came out and said, and he was honest about it. He said, "No, Tank ain't ducking me. I'm not ducking him. He just laid it out on line. He said, we will fight." And he was real adamant about that. He said, we will fight in the later part of 2025. I mean, he was saying it like key, like it was a sure thing.
That's what he thought. That's what they told him.
Right. And Tank, he didn't come back with no smart answer, this and that, unless one of his fans or something. But no, and they both know what it is. So, and that's why they pretty much left it as that.
Yeah.
You know,
Carl Brown, you didn't comprehend what I said, Carl Brown. I said because Carl Brown says, wait, Shakur just said in the interview that he will go up to 142. So what I was saying, Carl Brown, is if you speaking to fighters at 140 pounds, or if you calling for a fighter that's in a different weight division, that's up to you to go to that weight division if you speak on those fighters. So if Shakur, right, is calling Ryan Garcia or Teofimo Lopez or whoever it may be in a different weight division, well, I'm looking at Shakur that he got to go to that weight division. I'm not saying that, oh, well, Ryan Garcia got to come to 135 or Teo got to come to 135 for Shakur. No, if you mention their names, you got to go to their weight division to see them straight up. And it is the same way for Tank and everybody around the board. Now, because you're the money man, right? People going to make, you know what I'm saying? They're going to make, what you call it, exceptions. People gonna suck themselves down in weight, right? Because that money talk. People gonna make exceptions. But what it's looking like now is that now PBC don't have all of that money just to throw. So Tate can't really do that now, right? That's why it didn't happen with Ryo. They probably had Ryo interested in going to 135, but when he seen what type of money they was talking about, he probably was like, nah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Lamont Rose said that they're not paying him no outrageous amount of money.
See, Tank for a long time, PBC and Tank. Tank would get of course, the bigger share because he's the A side. And they was happy with Tank because Tank was making their money. He was bringing in a lot of money for them and planting a lot of money in the seats. So that made him real happy. And that made him happy on his end too. Now, the game kind of changed a little bit now. The other fighters, the opponents, they want to get paid too. Like I used to say a long time ago that Floyd Mayweather was Willie Walker, and everybody was looking for the golden ticket. And because you fight Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, you was guaranteed a couple mil or two.
But yeah, with Floyd was it, that was that pay-per-view era, right? Because you gotta understand, you if you're not a big name and you fight Tank and you do 200 some thousand pay-per-view buys, you ain't getting no outrageous amount of money, right? With Floyd, you doing millions of pay-per-view buys with Floyd.
Right? Floyd different caliber, bro.
Yeah, so that's a whole different caliber because now, you know what I'm saying, you going from 200,000 to 6 million fighting Floyd. You can't do that with Tank right now unless, you know what I'm saying, you can't do because the pay-per-view landscape ain't the same. And now, like, if PBC ain't dishing out money like that, you know what I'm saying? So
let me say this. And then we look at the situation, right? When you look at Shakur Stevenson, see, that's why I say motherfuckers got to stop trying to be an accountant, the coach. Like, they want to be the accountant. They want to tell you what you deserve, this, that, and third. They want to be the goddamn coach. They want to be the manager. They want to be the promoter. They want to tell you everything like they know what the fuck going on. So when you got somebody like Shakur Stevenson stepping up to the plate, hey, I keep the same minutes because I was saying with the Frank Warren situation with Shakur Stevenson, the Shakur Stevenson situation with Devin Haney, now the Shakur situation with Gervonta Tank Davis, right? And that ain't even become a situation, so we can't even talk about that on the negotiation table or the money situation or none of that shit. But when you look at somebody like Shakur Stevenson, bro, and you look at what he brings to the table, undefeated 3-division world champion, he is a world champion right now at 135. You put him up against Gervonta Tank Davis, like I say, all that word shit motherfuckers talking about, he's boring, he's this, he's that. Oh, they booed. Like, in another notion, let's get this shit straight. They never booed Shakur Stevenson in his hometown. Let's cut that shit out. So he never got booed in his hometown. Now, the situation that goes on if he was to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, he's going to up the playing field to where, just say if Tank fighting Lamont Roach, you think if Tank and Shakur fight, that won't be way bigger numbers than fighting Lamont Roach? You know what I'm saying? So he's going to up the playing field as well. So when he comes to the table, he say he want what he wants, as long as it's reasonable and it's in what he's getting, you know what I'm saying, then he deserves a nice payday as well. You know what I'm saying? So people think that he's not supposed to have no leverage when he go negotiate. Like you're a fool ass fool if you got all the accolades Shakur Stevenson got, and you will Shakur Stevenson because Shakur pulls in millions of dollars too. You know what I'm saying? He ain't pulling no
Yeah,
goddamn. He ain't
yeah.
pulling. Hold on, OG. He ain't
Okay.
pulling no goddamn Ryan Garcia payday like Tank pulled in. But at the same time, you have leverage. You have a title. You are a world champion. You come to the table. You have a fan base. You have leverage as well to negotiate. So that's one thing he do got. He have leverage to negotiate. So when people try to make it like you don't have no leverage at all to negotiate, that's when you know somebody on some bullshit and they just running their goddamn mouth and they got their motherfucking head all up another man's ass. And that's just the fact of the matter.
But then again, money, you have to think about it. Where do or who do what do we do when we go to a Gervonta Davis fight?
We
Are we going there to see
we
what
don't
a good
nothing.
fight? Are you going there to see Gervonta Davis? Are you going there to see Gervonta Davis flatline somebody?
It
Or
depends.
are you
So
going there to see
it
Gervonta
depends
Davis
on
fight his
actually,
opponent?
it depends on who you talking to. Because if you're talking to Monty Brown and everything boxing, we going on to watch Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson put on a hell of a fight because we know what it's gonna be, right? So
Right,
we even with you, you know, like okay, Shakur ain't gonna be no easy fight, right?
right,
So what I'm telling you is, even if it's Tank fans that's just fucking casual fans, some of us go there for the event, some of us go there for the knockout, some of us go there to see if you can get knocked out. But don't make it like the fucking world don't know who Shakur Stevenson is, because if you go ask people who is Shakur, even Cameron, right? Cameron, he don't even like Shakur Stevenson, but he just had 50 Cent, Uncle Murder, and Tony Yayo on this motherfucking platform, and
right.
the first thing they said out their mouth is, "We want to see Tank fight Shakur." I feel like that's his toughest fight, right?
Uh,
Right. So the world knows who Shakur Stevenson is. My thing is, if we didn't get to no negotiation stage to understand what was going on with that fight, because no offer was sent out, it was just fucking talks. We know talking ain't no fucking offer. People think because you talk to somebody that you gave somebody an offer. No, you just talk to a motherfucker. That's not an offer. You understand what I'm saying? So if it didn't get to a negotiation stage to sit up there and say we sit at the table on this, that, and the third, don't discredit that man. But don't keep playing with Shakur Stevenson like he's a nobody. That's the thing about this shit. And people take this shit and run with it because they like the narrative or because they hear so forth another man's ass, right? They like the narrative and all that shit to where they will try to discredit somebody who's actually a bad motherfucker, who actually, when you look at his accolades is up there with the best, right? Who get praised by the best. Like I don't give a damn. I know what Shakur Stevenson is, bro, and I know what's gonna happen if you fight Gervonta Tank Davis, money wise. Now I'm riding with Tank to knock his ass out. Tank, my dude. I'm going with Tank for the win all the way. But I'm not gonna discredit a man that's a bad motherfucker like he's a nobody, right?
right,
Because
right.
motherfuckers want to be sheeps and just listen to the next motherfucker. They don't know shit about boxing. But when you look at this man and you see what he brings to the table, okay, you don't like this style of fight. It's a lot of people don't like a lot of people certain style of fight. But don't play Shakur Stevenson like he didn't go in there and beat the fuck out of Oscar Valdez. You understand what
Right,
I'm saying?
right, right.
Like he didn't stand right there with a bad motherfucker and my dude, the Brazilian boy, right? Because he a gold medalist,
Cal,
right?
Jamel Herring,
Ross Seattle,
yeah.
right? And then when you see him go do his thing against the fight against Edward De Los Santos, the man hand was fucked up and his shoulder was fucked up, and he found the way to win the fight, whether people thought it was boring or not. But then when he come back against Autumn and walk Autumn as down, Autumn is the same motherfucker that dropped Frank Martin, dropped my dude Frank Martin, right? Was going forward the whole fight against Frank
I don't know
Martin.
if he dropped Frank Martin. Did he drop Frank Martin?
Yeah, he dropped Frank Martin. No, I'm
He did.
sorry. Frank Martin dropped him.
No, Frank
Oh,
Martin dropped him at the end. That's how
no.
Frank Martin won
Yeah,
because he dropped him.
my bad. Frank, my dog. Sorry, Frank. Frank look at me like, man, you got me fucked up. He dropped him. But my thing was he was on Frank ass. Let me rephrase that. He
And
was on
he took that Frank Martin fight on real short notice, so he wasn't really in shape like that.
and he was going forward the whole fight. My point is he was going forward the whole fight against Frank. But when he fought Shakur Stevenson, right? And Frank been at 135. That was Shakur Stevenson's second fight, if I'm not mistaken. That 135. No, third. But Shakur walked them. Shakur told him to get your running shoes. When people looking at Shakur like he's the runner, right? He's the runner. He's a track star. Shakur told that boy, "You gonna have on your running shoes." And that motherfucker was moving the whole fight, backwards, 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 backwards. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, when people be looking at certain shit, I don't like people to get delusional and forget what they looking at, because they go with the crowd. Oh, the crowd is saying this. Oh, the majority is saying that, when that shit ain't true at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be what it's gonna be, though, man. If that fight get made.
Now, offensively, money, like Shakur was pressing the action against Artem, right? He was making Artem, he had Artem on his back foot, and Artem was trying to survive. But I didn't like how Shakur performed offensively. Remember, we talked about that. I said because I felt that Shakur should have countered him more, and he was just basically throwing one or two shots at a time, and he wasn't putting his combinations together. But we found out that his hands, his hands was hurt in that fight. That's why I'm looking forward to seeing him get his hands fixed. He got the surgery, and go back to the Shakur Stevenson that we were seeing before, because it seems like that a lot of people like KQ forgot how Shakur used to let his hands go, right? People forget. And then my man Johnny Allison, I see you keep talking about what Kid Austin gonna do. Kid Austin is this and Kid Austin is that. Well, I want you to keep that same energy. Matter of fact, if you want to place a wager on it, holla at me. Let's put something on it. Because I guarantee you that Shakur Stevenson is gonna beat the dog shit out of Kid Austin, and he gonna make you see what I'm talking about, and he gonna let KQ remember how he really coming. So y'all keep that same energy. KQ, when he beats Kid Austin, keep that same energy.
Now, okay. Now, this is how I'm saying this fight is gonna go. I'm just a little bit early on this, but I gotta take a couple more looks. But I'm thinking that Kid Austin, with his height, and the way he fights, he gonna have to fix that too, because he's all over the place. He jumps over to the left, he jumps over to the right, but he will make Shakur Stevenson fight. He will not let him run. He will let him fight, or not run, but on lateral movement. He will push him back against the rope, try to set traps, but Shakur Stevenson a little bit smarter than that. So he's gonna have to find a way to either get to the body, slow the movement down, and first of all, that's what he's gonna have to do. And then we'll see. Because Shakur Stevenson got all the advantages. I'm talking about the foot speed. I'm talking about the hand speed, the reach. He has all that, so but we're gonna see what can he do with that, because they are taking this fight against Oscar De La Hoya approval.
I'm telling you right now, when Shakur beat his ass and Shakur's the aggressor and he put Kid Austin on his back foot, I want you to do a live stream and remember, and give me a shout out like, yeah, you told me so. Because remember, I'm gonna remind you about this, KQ. Remember, KQ, when you always used to talk real bad about Keyshawn Davis? Remember, and I used to tell y'all, your whole chat, everybody in your whole y'all, Keyshawn ain't this and Keyshawn ain't that. And I used to tell you, Keyshawn a bad motherfucker. Y'all sleeping on Keyshawn. Don't sleep on Keyshawn.
Now, I will say,
everybody over there talking about how great Keyshawn is.
Now, I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and because I admit when I'm wrong. Okay, I will admit when I'm wrong. Okay, and one thing about KQ. All right, and I was wrong. Keyshawn turned out to be better than I thought he was. Okay.
Yep.
He would stand in the pocket. He would fight. He would let his hands go. He won't get. He getting better ring IQ than I thought he did. You don't get caught in the ropes. You don't get caught in the corner. He gets out of there or he clinch until he reset back in the center of the ring, and then of course he take it from there. But I was wrong about him. I thought he was just one of them loud mouths, young, hungry lions that want a payday. But now I see that he got the goods. Now how far it take him, I don't know. It's up to him. If he keep his nose clean and his lifestyle clean, stay in the gym, he's under Bomac and Red in him, so I'm quite sure they'll keep him grounded. So yeah, I was wrong about that. So and I admit when I'm wrong. That's one thing about it.
No,
So
you wasn't wrong. You just didn't really believe in him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
No, you just
know.
didn't believe in him. You didn't see what I saw, but I was telling everybody. But the thing is it wasn't even more so about you because you just had your opinion. The thing is that everybody that used to be over there used to get on my helmet it was like it was a bunch of Keyshawn Davis hate. And every time I tell people like, nah, y'all sleeping on Keyshawn, motherfuckers was on my helmet in your chat. Man, it was on. Now them same people, oh man, Keyshawn this and Keyshawn better than Shakur, and Keyshawn this and Keyshawn that. So it's kind of like people be riding with the wave, man. It's crazy. But what I'm saying about this, what I'm saying about the Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Austin fight, I'm saying that I don't want to see Shakur in there moving, boxing. I think that he gonna go in there and take it to Kid Austin. That's what I think is gonna happen. Remember, I said that. I think he's gonna go in there and take it to Kid Austin.
Shakur gonna beat Kid Austin ass, man. I'm telling people that already. Like Kid Austin didn't even know if his son could get his ass whooped. When you say even if we lose the fight, we still win. Man, for anybody sitting up in this motherfucker think that dude got a chance against Shakur Stevenson, man, get y'all ass up out of there somewhere, bro. Like I respect Kid Austin. Though. Let me not say I don't respect the kid because to take the fight against Shakur Stevenson right now at your stage where you at, I respect you. You know what I'm saying? You showed me that you're a dog and you willing to fight anybody. Now they can get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I damn sure respect you. You know what I'm saying? I hope you want pressure into this. You feel me? I really hope you want pressure into this fight because we just seen him get his ass dropped. Like let's be realistic. Got back up and did his thing, but we just seen him get dropped. Right? So now you're going up against the elite. Shakur ain't good. People like to say, oh, Shakur is good. No, Shakur is elite. Let's just keep it real for what it is, bro. He's elite. And if you ain't on that elite level, you ain't got shit coming, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when we're looking at a situation and we're looking at a kid Austin, bro, to me, I know what he gonna do to the kid, so I ain't gonna be on this motherfucker like, oh man, this, that, and this and that. You know, Kid Austin, he coming up. It's gonna be one of them fights where you can learn from, and I hope it don't crush your ego or hurt your heart that bad to where it throw you off your game. You feel me? But he ain't got shit coming in this fight, bro. And I hope that they don't try to do him like he did that woman on that video when it's over with, because the kid don't got a chance in hell, man.
Butcher, bro. How you gonna talk? How you gonna say that Shakur has to KO Kid Austin? If it don't, it's a failure. It's a failure to who? Like, who is it a failure to? If he don't KO Kid Austin. Now, I think he'll stop Kid Austin. Like, I really think that he's going to stop Kid Austin. But if he go in there and beat the shit out of Kid Austin and whoop him every round, who is that a failure to? Like, man, where y'all boxing fans come from? At the end of the day, man, can these other fighters beat him? When that bell ring, ding, ding, can they beat him?
Read A1 says Shakur about to put on a motherfucking clinic for a young lion who stepped up to the plate to challenge himself and wanted to fight the best. A lot of these elite fighters won't even do that. That's a fact, A1. That's a fact, A1. That's a fact and a half, A1.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's crazy. bro, the butcher. Who are you to say what somebody ain't gonna do? Like that see, this is how I know I'm talking to somebody that actually haven't seen the dude fight, or you just a casual and you just in here talking. Because I didn't see Shakur fight in the pocket. Like, I remember I had a whole debate with somebody else that I ain't gonna say his name, right? That's a content creator. Me and him had a whole debate on my channel a couple years back because he told me that Shakur Stevenson don't have no footwork. He don't move. All he want to do is fight in the pocket. Money, am I lying?
Yeah, no.
He told me Shakur got some of the worst footwork in boxing because he don't move. All he do is fight in the pocket. At one point, it's funny how y'all how y'all is. At one point, it was people arguing and saying that that's all Shakur did was want to fight in the pocket. Now he had one fight really, you know what I'm saying? One fight because the Yoshino fight, he was right there putting a beating on Yoshino, right? Then he fought Edwin De Los Santos and his hand was hurt and he moved around, right? He fought that fight on the outside. This last fight against Artem, did he not fight in the pocket versus Artem? He was right there in front of Artem. The fuck is y'all talking about? Like, I don't understand. So how you gonna say, oh man, he ain't gonna fight in the pocket? The majority of his fights, he's fought in the pocket. It's only been a few fights that he really didn't. Like, I mean, I don't know where y'all getting this shit from. But I mean, if you a hater, just say that. Talking about, man, them garbage fights. Okay. All right. But anyway, man. Man, some of these dudes, man, they just like don't know shit about boxing, just be talking, bro.
I mean, it's always a discredit. You know, we know when motherfuckers follow the guy,
talking, bro.
you know, the push is always they always find a way to discredit, bro. So you say them garbage fights, but you go look at you go tell me, okay, you say garbage fights, right? So we talking about Oscar Valdez, we talking about my dude. I keep getting his name and it's slipping my mind. We talking about Jamel Hearn. We gonna call them fights garbage, right? But you gonna sit up here and praise motherfucking Kid Austin? What? Like, stop it, man. Y'all, like I said, man, y'all been these channels just listen to motherfuckers push narrative so much, and they push that bullshit and y'all hit it to where y'all get to believe in that bullshit a little too much, man. I see why man Keon need to really come back to this boxing shit.
Talking about Shakur cherry picking at 135. Dude, just like some of these dudes is just clowns, bro. Like for real, like just clowns.
You say cherry picking at 135, but you ain't saying shit about the one boy talking about he don't want to fight him. They just said Shakur need to fight him. And what's his name, Key? The Golden Boy?
Zepeda. I mean, we can go down the line of the cats that ducked him. Zepeda ducked him, right? Pitbull ducked him, right? Because these are all of they had to go down the line to find somebody, right, to fight him for that WBC strap. People forget about that. All these guys ducked him. Zepeda, they called him Zepeda, Pitbull, Lomachenko, George Kambosos, and they went down the line, and I think Edwin De Los Santos was like the sixth person in line.
Said a few more time about, I don't want him to go jump off the roof if I beat him. And man, don't shut the fuck up with that dumb ass shit.
This dude said Cordina. He's ducking Joe Cordina. Man, if you don't get your stupid ass about my chat, get your ass on somewhere, bro.
No,
but this is the narrative. See, Money, he said that because this is the narrative that people running with now. Shakur Stevenson is ducking Joe Cordina now. Like, these dudes is wild, bro. It's boxing is, man. Once they gave, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers that just sit on the couch and beat their meat all day a voice to where they can get on a platform and really interact with these fighters, and they don't really know shit about boxing, man. I think that shit kind of fucked up the sport, because now you just got anybody that just can make a narrative. You got people creating all type of narratives online, and you know, it's crazy, bro.
Mama said if they ain't say that Shakur need to fight, I never said that he need to fight William Cepeda. I never said that.
And they piggyback, bro. They all go after one fighter, right? Now, when Shakur prove everybody wrong, it's gonna be the next fighter everybody gonna be hating on, going after, and then they'll pretend like they ain't. Oh man, bro. When this shit turn around, all these cats gonna pretend like they was never hating, and oh man, we already knew, we always knew Shakur was like that. We was just wanting to see him. You know how this shit go in boxing, bro. We've been here long enough to see it. We didn't see it.
But when he finished whooping Kid Austin, they're gonna say he's a nobody. Okay,
yeah, they gonna say Kid Austin was a nobody, right?
Same gonna say he'll get cracked and this, that, and all that.
Yeah, they gonna say if you whoop Kid Austin and stop him, they gonna say Kid Austin was a nobody.
You got motherfuckers hating on my Ray talking about he fighting on the undercard, or he's fighting on the undercard. He should be the main event. Why is he fighting on the undercard? Oh, that's just trash. He fight, well, that boy can't do no right. People just run their mouth saying goddamn thing, and people run like they say the dumbest shit to try to discredit the man. He shouldn't be fighting on the undercard. What?
Carl Brown, bro, what is you talking about? Oh, remember I said you was a Shakur fan, nigga. When did I never say I wasn't a fan of Shakur? I'm a fan of a lot of fighters. What is your point, dog? Because we pointing out dumb shit that people like you say, nigga. Okay, what is your point? Niggas be like, oh man, you's a fan of such and such, and they be a whole meat musher of a fighter. Motherfuckers be like, oh man, you a fan of such and such fighter. It be meat mushing a whole nother fighter. Shit don't make no sense to me, man. Because we pointing out trolls that just say dumb shit that don't know nothing. I'm a fan of a whole bunch of fighters, bro. I'm a fan of Shakur. I'm a fan of Errol Spence. I'm a fan of Gervonta Ennis. I'm a fan of, you know what I'm saying, Keyshawn Davis. I mean, Wilder. I mean, you can go on and on. I'm a fan of a whole bunch of fighters. So what was your point? Like, what was the point of you saying what you said? It didn't, like, shit's crazy. When we point out, like I said, when we point out just dumb shit that people like you say, then it's like, oh man, you a fan of that fighter. Okay, and so what? I mean, is that supposed to mean something?
Everybody's a fan of somebody, just like you're a fan of a fighter. Shit.
Yeah, bro. But I'm definitely not finna hop on none of these platforms lying for these fighters, telling you, oh man, such and such ain't gotta fight nobody, man. What has he done and this and all that? That's the type of shit that y'all do. Y'all ain't never heard me jump on here and say Gervonta Ennis ain't gotta fight such and such, and he don't gotta do nothing. What does he got? Or Shakur ain't gotta fight Tank and Shakur ain't got, like, you don't hear me say dumb shit like that. That's what meat mushers do. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to see the fighter that they in love with fight nobody. Now everything that the fighter that they in love with is right, and they can't do no wrong or that's that shit. Yeah, that's that weird shit. But anyway, man, you know, these narratives in boxing, man, it ain't gonna end. It's just gonna move on to the next. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Like that's basically what I'm saying. My whole thing is it's a narrative in boxing, you know, and it's you know, once a fighter, it's the fighter's job to prove them wrong, because see, when the fighter prove them wrong, then all of the haters, they just jump on the bandwagon, right? And then they pretend like they never said the things that they were saying.
Facts.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, or they either, but now, man, now they just move the goalposts like they did when Errol Spence beat Kell Brook. Remember that shit? But remember all the, oh man, what Kell Brook was gonna do to EJ, he gonna do this and that, and then when he didn't do it, then they moved the goalposts. Oh man, it's because, man, this and it was this and that, and he wasn't the same. You know, they just moved the goalposts. Johnny Allison said a meat musher ETB sounds like a sex term. I mean, I mean, you mean, you know what I'm saying?
Put it in whatever terminology you want to put it in.
You know, some of these dudes is not fans. They stone cold meat mushers. Like KQ. You there? You sleep? Yeah, KQ out of there. Now like KQ, you know, he a fan of a lot of fighters. He you know, he'll say the good, he'll give you the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you the good and the bad. Just like he just came up here and said, you know, Tank I like Tank. He a fan of Tank, but he said Tank gotta, you know, he gotta do these certain things. Money Brown is a huge Tank Davis fan, but he'll tell you, man, you know, he got to do these certain things. A meat musher is not gonna do that. A meat musher is gonna always you know who these meat musher channels is. These channels that no matter what the fighter do or how much whole shit he do, they riding with him. They gonna change the narrative. They gonna make up lies. They gonna do all of that extra shit. Y'all know who they are. A lot of y'all go to their channels just because you know they gonna meat mush your favorite fighter. For real, a lot of y'all, you know, shit. But I mean, you know, keep it real, bro. We don't, ain't none of these fighters paying us. Shit, feel me? We ain't none of us getting no check in the mail when one of these fighters fights. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you do some whole shit, I'm gonna call it out. If it's something I disagree with, I'm gonna call it out, whether I like you or not.
Remember, Canelo was paying me. Can you remember?
Yeah.
I'm getting paid by Canelo, y'all. He's paying me under the table. The cripple nigga in the black cripple nigga in the wheelchair. All these Spanish channels that show Canelo love that's been up before me. Finally, when Money Brown on this motherfucker talking about Canelo, give him a little love. Somehow, Canelo Alvarez, a motherfucking $1 billion man, reaches out to me, have his team reach out to me, and pays me to push a narrative to put him on. So, I'm one out of a million, y'all. I'm a special type of nigga, I see.
Big Dog Willie, he said the Devin Haney channels are the ultimate meat musher. But I gotta disagree with you on that, bro, because I sit back and I watch, like I could watch, you know, from an unbiased perspective. I know Big Dog, you can't stand Devin and Bill. Now we know that. I know that for a fact. Like you got a personal vendetta against Devin and Bill. But I can, speaking from somebody that is sit back and look at all of these channels, bro, and you know, like I said, my brother Money is a huge Tank Davis fan, always been. Me and Money done been in a million debates. Y'all know that. KQ is a huge Tank Davis fan. But I gotta keep it real, bro. Don't nobody Tank Davis fan base, bro, they surpass any fan base by far. I ain't never seen, and come on, Big Dog, you gotta keep it a buck. I ain't never seen a fan base like Gervonta Davis's. Now all of them ain't like that, but I'm saying, man, he got more meat mushers in his fan base than any boxing fan base I've ever seen in my whole entire career. Like his shit is strong, bro. Like his shit, like you know who his fan base is up there with, the way they act. I would have to say Manny Pacquiao's. Cause nigga, when that Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, man, them cats from the Philippines would jump up from everywhere. They would be on your helmet,
Nobody like the Manny Pacquiao fan.
Yeah. So I like he up there with that Manny Pacquiao fans.
Keep Manny Pacquiao fans the leader they own, bro.
Yeah,
that motherfucker there, bro. That motherfucker, boy. Ooh,
but I'm saying, but even Manny Pacquiao fans, they weren't no fan. Let me finish. Those fans weren't saying the type of shit that you hear from these meat mushers. Like they wasn't making up excuse. Oh man, Pacquiao don't have to fight no Floyd. He ain't got to do nothing. Pacquiao, they saying all that shit. then.
Yeah, they want to fight. That's true. They
Yeah,
want.
like they wasn't saying all that shit. These dudes, man, if
Dang.
like let me explain to you, man, what I mean by and if you feel offended, I'm talking to you. Just straight up. If you feel offended, then I'm talking to you because I hit a nerve. But so it is what it is, right? Kenny Ellis and Tank could come out tomorrow, right? And say, Lamont Roach ain't did shit. We ain't fighting no goddamn Lamont Roach, right? They gonna all jump on board and be like, man, what has Lamont Roach done? He don't deserve no fight with Tank. But last week they was telling you, man, this is a good fight. We want to see this fight, man. Y'all sleeping on Lamont Roach. Who else is it for the fight? For who else Tank should fight? Why y'all hating on Tank? The same people that would say that, they'll come and say that. It's like, nigga, it's like it's a string in their back. When Tank, before Tank came out and said that shit that he said about Shakur, all his fans was like, nigga, we want to see Tank and Shakur. That's the fight that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Tell Shakur to stop ducking. Shakur ducking Tank. That's the fight that everybody want to see. Tank gonna knock him the fuck out. And then Tank came and said, I ain't fighting no Shakur. Who the fuck, what has Shakur done? He ain't done nothing. Immediately, nigga, an hour later, nigga, the whole internet was flooded. Shakur don't deserve no fight with Tank. Don't nobody want to see that. We want to see Keyshawn Davis and Tank. What has Shakur done? Shakur ain't never did shit. He ain't done nothing. We don't want to see that shit. Money, am I lying? And Money's a Tank Davis fan. Am I lying, nigga? So that's what I'm saying, bro. I ain't never seen no shit like that, bro. It's like they and Tank Davis in his team, they know how y'all are. They know y'all fucking half gone in the head, so they just be fucking playing. They just pulling the string in y'all back. Like and who really played to that shit, bro? Is Kenny Ellis. Kenny Ellis, man, he played to that shit, man. He be playing. He like, man, what can I come out today? Then I know they all gonna repeat. So that's what I mean by the Gervonta Davis meat mushers. Now all of them saying Keyshawn Davis deserved to fight more than Shakur. Keyshawn Davis. I guarantee you, bro, on my kids, Tank Davis could do he could come out tomorrow, do a press conference, and be like, man, I was fucking with y'all. I'm knocking Shakur the fuck out. Shakur the one deserved to fight. Man, you think Keyshawn really deserved to fight? I was just saying that. Man, I want to fight Shakur. Yeah, Shakur deserved to fight. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He accomplished. And me and him got history. We need to make that happen. Man, all his fans would be like, man, now all his fans would come and regurgitate that. We want to see Shakur and Tank. Shakur, Keyshawn ain't did nothing. What has Keyshawn done? Keyshawn only got 11 fights. We don't want to see that shit. We want to see Shakur and Tank. That's what everybody been wanting to see for years. Shakur and Tank. Guarantee you, bro. Guarantee you. That and that's his meat. The meat mushers, bro. Summed up. That's it. And that's the shit that I'm looking. And then you got a nigga that got a channel that his whole channel is catered to Tank. I ain't gonna say his name, but he'll make a whole narrative surrounding that and have all y'all in there listening to that shit.
They gonna run with it.
Funny when you think about it, though, man.
They gonna take it and run with it too. Eat that shit up like it's candy.
Hey, bro, that shit it's crazy and funny at the same time when you think about it. Like, man, you got to think, man. A lot of these be grown ass men, bro, and they can't even think for themselves. Like it's kind of like they just wait to hear. Okay, well, what's the next narrative that all the fans gonna jump on? Okay, what they gonna say? Okay. It's like, god damn. Oh man, it's crazy, man. Like A real fan, I don't care if you're a Tank fan, a Shakur fan, a Devin Haney. A real fan is like, look, I'm riding with Tank, right? I'm riding with Tank. I'm gonna use Tank as a Tank fan. I'm riding with Tank, but I think Tank gonna knock his ass out. But shit, I want to see the fight. The fight need to happen. That's a real fan.
Facts, bro.
Real fan don't wait to see what the narrative is or wait to see what their favorite channel is saying so they can go ahead and regurgitate or wait to see what. Come on, man. Real fan gonna stick to his guns. Look, man, this is the fight that needs to happen. Straight up and down. You know, you know, I mean, it's like these fighters are human. Everything that they say and do don't mean that they right. Like, god damn. You know, they human. Like, some of y'all think y'all favorite, like, that he can do no wrong. Now, I hear what Big Dog Willie is saying that about the Devin fans and shit, you know, or the Devin channels and shit. They was going hard. They were saying some off the wall shit too, but I think that the tank, you know, channels and fan base got them beat. You know, because one of Devin's biggest, and you know, I know one of Devin's. I know you don't fuck with this dude, but one of Devin's biggest channels that he have, right, is the boxing voice, right? But one thing I do gotta say about Ness and them over there, man, he do get on Devin and Bill when it's needed. You know what I'm saying? I've heard him on several occasions get on Devin and Bill and you know, be unbiased. Of course, he gonna ride with Devin, you know, but he be holding his feet to the fire. He be getting on their helmet. So, you know, you can't say that for some of these other channels. Now, some of the other, you know, I ain't. Now I'm gonna just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, but the butcher, bruh, and you a meat musher, man. I mean, you use a meat musher, bruh. I mean, you know, however you try to disguise it. I mean, you a meat musher, bruh. Raise your hand. Just say I'm it. You know what I'm saying? Just say I'm it.
What are you talking about? What they got to do with anything? What the fuck you talking about?
He you know, he came in here because he seen Tank in the title. That's like he one of them meat mushers that, you know, like I said, and so when I talk about this shit, bro, I'm more so talking about the fan base, because the fans do way more than like he do or anybody do. Like, man, y'all just be like, he'll tell you he not fighting somebody in the fan, man, he gonna knock him the fuck out. He finna, man, Tank ain't said none of that shit. Like, god damn. He don't even, like, Tank be looking at some of the shit that his fan base say, bro, and he be taken back by some of that shit. Like, y'all tripping. Like, when he got up there in the press conference, he said, man, y'all just be thinking I'm invincible. He said, man, anybody could get hurt. Anybody could get knocked out. Like that, like, man, y'all just be like, that shit, man, y'all put too much of fucking pressure on that dude, man. That's a lot. That's another thing, bro. Y'all put so much pressure on him. It's like, I think that he look at some of these fights and like, man, fuck y'all. I ain't finna, because if I don't win, if I do lose, what y'all gonna do then?
Right.
Like, y'all didn't fix your minds and made me to where like I'm invincible. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. Like you, a fighter like Shakur don't have near as much pressure on him that a fighter like Tank do, because ain't nobody making Shakur look that he invincible. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, that shit weighs heavy on the fighter. And it's just not a few people. He got millions of fans that really think this, and they all flock together. And so that shit weigh on him, man. That man did like you gotta, like, y'all look at these your favorite fighter is a superhero. They can't be touched. They know they don't look at themselves like that. They're human, bro.
You can't be rock. We hot. When
They human.
nigga,
Money, they human. You know what I'm saying? Imagine all of that pressure that's on that boy back.
I'm saying this though. Listen, it's cool to ride for your favorite fighter, man. Right? I ain't got no problem if you want to ride for your favorite fighter, things of that nature. My whole thing is when you start hating on the other fighter for your favorite fighter, acting like that other fighter ain't who he is, and that other fighter is the real motherfucking deal as well, bro. So when y'all get caught up in that shit, it's cool, all right? I get it, the hype behind the fight and shit like that, but don't get delusional with it, fam. Don't get delusional. Don't let people turn your head and make you motherfuckers start saying stupid shit. Like you talking about Shakur Stevenson cherry picking at 135 when Shakur Stevenson only had 3 fights at 135, and you just seen all the fighters he just named that he was trying to fight. Don't no motherfucker want to fight him, but he's cherry picking because of what? Why would you say that he's cherry picking? Because he didn't fight who? Because he didn't fight who? How is he cherry picking? Who is he not fighting for you to say that he's cherry picking? That's what I need to know. The butcher. Who was Shakur Stevenson fight, and who did he didn't fight for you to say that he's cherry picking at 135? Name the fight that you want to see him fight at 135. We need to know who you talking about that he's cherry picking and who he's running from. The butcher. The butcher. The butcher. He didn't fight who?
Dude, probably a kid. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop a link real quick before I get up out of here. I guarantee you that he ain't gonna come on here and turn his camera on.
He didn't fight Santos. He turned.
I'm gonna give you. Hold on. Don't even talk to him no more. Here the link.
Stop it, man.
Butcher, grab the link and turn your camera on. Grab the link and turn your camera on. Go ahead.
Stop it, man.
I guarantee that he's a child. Grab the link and turn your camera on.
Man, I am not going.
I don't even know who you are, dog. Talking about I muted you. I don't even know who you. Grab the link and turn your camera on. I don't have no idea who you is.
That nigga ain't coming up here. That nigga probably somebody with one of these channels that got a motherfucking burner page. Don't want to show who he is. I'm not coming up. Oh shit, my shit could go on. Oh fuck.
Carl Brown, bro. Carl Brown, bro. You gotta stop acting like a kid, bro. Like I think you a grown ass man in your 40s, bro, and you acting like a groupie kid throughout the whole chat. Like, come on, dog. What's wrong with you, man? This nigga, he said you keep people muted. He like, nigga, I can read what he said. What you mean? Like, why you repeating what the man, what the kid or whoever he is? Why you repeat what he said, Carl Brown? Like, come on, dog. Cut that bullshit out, man. Bro, he said you be muting people. Like, come on, Carl. Man, we ain't in middle school, dog.
Man, the butcher, get the goddamn link. Nobody want to hear all that crybaby ass shit. Nigga, you're a man.
Oh, man, Carl, funny, man. You a character, bro.
Talk about
You hear what he said? He said you be muting people.
Saying on last time. Grab the goddamn link and bring your ass up there. Oh, forever hold your goddamn peace.
Oh shit. That nigga Carl something else, man.
He said nigga Carl Brown acting like Carl Winslow.
Oh man.
I know you good. I know you good. I know you good. You better be good. Take your ass over to one of them meat mushers channel like he just said. You better be good. Yeah, I would look crybaby shit don't fly over this way.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you better be good. You know you good. You don't want to get your ass cooked and roast. That's all that silly ass shit people talking about. Bring your ass over. You got to stand in that fire. You can't stand in that fire. You don't. Now could you? Now could you? Can't stand in that fire. It's cool when you're in some little cold water, chilling out. Huh?
Y'all not ready. Hey,
ass.
talking about y'all not ready. He funny, man. Dude funny, man. Some of these dudes is funny as hell, man.
We know it.
Carl Brown, you can go and click right out. I'm not tonight. Carl Brown, not tonight. Go and click right back. No, not tonight, Carl. It's too late to it's too late to deal with your bullshit, dog. For real. That's a no for me, dog. That's one thing about Carl, man. He ain't never gonna lack no energy. Not tonight, Carl.
That nigga be on 1,000, huh, Key?
Man, this nigga Carl, man. That bro. Carl
Some niggas talking about, I'm the best to ever do it on YouTube. I'm the best. That's why I'm the best that's doing it on YouTube. I'm the greatest of all time on YouTube. Put me on the Mount Rushmore on YouTube, man. These people can't fucking me out here, man. You know, I do what your favorite fighters, I do what your favorite YouTube content creators want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I do this, man. I do that, man. I ain't doing shit. I'm the best to ever do it.
Man.
You get the phone for this computer for the cut out of my ass.
Get up out of here, man. Man, y'all smash the like button, man. Trayshawn Edwards say Tank will fight Pitbull, man. Tank, man, nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to see Tank put on a boxing clinic versus Pitbull because that's what it'll be. If Tank ever fought Pitbull again, he's just gonna put on a boxing clinic against him because he know Pitbull got a big ass head. I don't think he gonna go in there and try to knock out Pitbull, right? Because he know like you really ain't gonna really knock out. You ain't gonna knock out Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? That's a big head motherfucker that's hard to hurt. He like a Tank. He ain't got no neck. He low gravity, and so Tank would just go in there and put on a boxing clinic, and I think that's a no for Tank. Tank don't want to go in there and for what? You know what I'm saying? For what? That's the fight that Calvin wanted. Calvin wanted. I mean, we want Pitbull. Pitbull. we gonna do what we do against Pitbull. That's that shit that Calvin didn't want it. They wanted that because they wanted that, you know, Calvin be looking at that bag like, oh man, he gonna bring that Mexican fan base. We gonna build that. That's a fight. Calvin wanted that Pitbull fight bad. Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull. I ain't never been a fan of Pitbull. I'm just not a fan of that just one-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of that shit. Over and over, you doing the same shit repeatedly, over and over and over and over. Like, nigga, get your ass on somewhere. Hey, for money, man, wrap it up, nigga. You got anything else to say?
Nah, man, I just appreciate everybody coming through, showing love. Even if you do got a dumbass opinion and you is a little meat moisture, listen to the best they ever do it on YouTube. Looking ass Negroes out there. Just keep supporting me and my brother, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, show love. We will be back. You know what I'm saying? 2025, we coming back to you know, smack these cats down who y'all think they're really doing something or really. He just cooked Bill Haney over there. He cooked Bill Haney. Man, that motherfucker that cooked Bill Haney. That shit ain't nothing new, man. That's how you know y'all niggas just basking in the moment for the moment. You understand what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody on here, man. There's much love, man. Y'all support my brother. Y'all support me. And you know, we'll keep doing this for y'all, man. There's much love to everybody, though. Ain't no hard feelings out there. But we know there's a lot of cats out there that's raised by women. You know what I'm saying? They can't take this shit. So, you know, salute to the real ones out there, man.
Carl Brown, next time, but not tonight, man. I ain't got enough in the tank. I ain't got enough in the tank tonight, Carl.
So we ran for 3 hours. We ran there, Carl, on me on for another 3 hours.
Yeah, Carl, I can't be up here for another 3 hours arguing the same shit over and over with your ass, Carl. Carl gonna jump in the comments. See what Carl will do is he'll wait till I do a video. He gonna jump in the comments and talk real slick all through the comments. He gonna have about 4 or 5. He gonna get his shit off in the comments. It's all good though. Samara White, she said, who would I like to see? What or who y'all think he should fight next? If the fight, I don't really think the Roach fight is gonna be off. I don't think the Roach fight is off, but I want to see next, right? I would like to see if they just somebody else just took that date. I want to see Edwin De Los Santos. Yeah,
I would like to see Edwin De Los Santos.
Samara, let's go be Lamar Roach. That fight ain't no. There's just a whole lot of talk for a whole lot of nothing. That fight taking place, and after that, like I'm just gonna.
You cut out. You cut out. You cut out. But this is how I feel. Whoever Tank fight next is whoever he fight, right? I feel that Gervonta Davis, after Shakur Stevenson fight, I don't know how Shakur Stevenson contract is set up, dog, because we seen Turkey come out. This is what I'm confused about now, right? We seen Turkey come out, and Turkey said that he wants, we know on February 22nd, Shakur fighting Kid Austin, right? Then he said in May, he's setting up a fight with Shakur and Zepeda if Zepeda don't duck, right? That KQ, hold on, let me mute KQ. Then he said after that, he wants Tank and Shakur. Now, Tank already basically said that ain't happening, right? Now, that's the shit that I want to see. I want to see Tank and Shakur, they next fights. I don't even give a fuck about no Zepeda fight unless Tank won't fight. And we already seen that Tank saying he's not gonna fight Shakur, so Zepeda cool. But I would want to see Tank and Shakur next after they fight their fights. But as far as Shakur contract, I don't know how I set up because somebody asked him that in the recent interview, and he said he didn't really want to get into all that. He said it's kind of complicated, so I don't know, like what, like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that Turkey, if Turkey Al-Sheikh, it look like Turkey Al-Sheikh is the one that's kind of running shit, right? Turkey Al-Sheikh, when it comes to these top fighters at Matchroom, when it comes to these top fighters, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, all of the DAZN banner, every promotional company that's under that DAZN banner, Turkey Al-Sheikh is running shit because he's the one that got the bag to make shit happen, right? He got more money than all of these promoters. He running shit. And so he wants Shakur to fight back to back to back to back. And Shakur with it. He said he with it. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. We gotta see what it ain't really about what Shakur or Keyshawn. It's really about what Gervonta Davis want to do. Because if a man tell you what he's gonna do, you gotta believe him. He told y'all that he retiring. He said he got 3 more fights. I don't believe that him being with the PBC that he gonna be able to get 3 fights in. I believe that he gonna be able to get 2 fights in at 2025, but not 3 fights. You know what I'm saying? Shakur the PBC don't really be having the dates like that. And you know, they just did. I don't see Tank being able to get 3 fights in. He gonna get 2 fights in, and I believe that his 2 fights will be Lamont Roach, and then I believe that he gonna go after Ryan Garcia to see if they can make that fight happen. The only way to stop that fight is the weight issue. I think that if they can make that fight happen, it's definitely gonna go down, and then Tank will retire. If he can't make the Ryan Garcia fight, now we got questions. Now it's wide open. If he can't make the Ryan Garcia fight because of the weight issue. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all. For the ones, you know what I'm saying, that ain't no haters, hit the like button. And y'all already know how I do. Tell you go talk that boxing again, and I'm gone.